and gentlemen, we are live with the This and That podcast. GEW Total Lockdown PLE. The recap is here. I'm in the building tonight with my two co-hosts. I got RJ fucking Bombshell. Also got the Demon King himself.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Demon, the King X.
What's
Just
good?
share
What's
the
good?
stream right quick. What's good with it, boysies? What a
Yeah,
fucking
chilling.
show we had, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From a 1 to 10 rating, what do you guys give it?
Am I the narcissist?
Huh?
I'm just sharing the stream, y'all. Don't mind me. We're all live on YouTube as well. So y'all already know. Y'all tuning in. Thank you for tuning in.
Being honest with you, I give it a
solid number. Don't even lie about it. Just real feel free to answer. No, you ain't gonna get in trouble
for his first kind of like running an event, like kind of running something. I give it a 10. Being honest with you, he did a good job his first time doing it, so I give it a 10. There's phenomenal. There were some good matches in there for real. I give it a solid 10. There were some great matches in there.
I'll give it an 8. Nah, I'm fucking around. I give it a 10 also. The only reason I'm gonna say it a modest solid 8 is because I didn't win. And I feel like I've been getting screwed since the new year started. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I feel like I've been screwed. Notice that I haven't been getting no fair shots, no fair opportunities. But I'm going to continue, though, because I roll with the punches. I ain't no punk. Anyway, I'll give it a solid 10. Shout out to A.Jizzle. X, what you give it? Psycho in the building. GEW CEO in the building. Big time in the building. We're recapping right now the show.
Yo, what's that? All right, so what we doing?
Bombshell gives it a 10. I give it an 8. A modest 8.
8?
Because I didn't win my match. If I would have won my match, I would have had the full 10. That's how I feel. The show was spectacular, even if I wasn't on it. But just because I was on it, I give it an 8. Solid 8.
I'm gonna give it a 10, bro, because that shit was off the chisel, bro. I don't know what you. I mean, I understand you're a little frustrated. You know?
If I wasn't on the show, I would have gave it a 10. But I was on the show, and I told you, I feel like I've been getting screwed. I've been getting Bret Hart. The Bret Hart treatment sucks.
I gave it some this morning.
Goldberg. Now I'm fucking around. I give it a 10, straight up. Win or lose, ain't that no I'm fucking around. Fire show.
You tell me.
With her hands.
Solid fire show. That main event, it would have been better if it would have ended as the way it was, like an Iron Man, completely. But we had to do the sudden death. That shit was fire. I like that.
Y'all niggas. Yeah.
Yes, I do. We were in second place. Oh. And then the first time we got third. Well, I'm gonna do it here. I'm gonna get a rating for not something. What if Alex rates it? I know. It's not I know. It's a oh. Why did you say that?
Now, there's so many good. The matches weren't that bad, you know. I think you know, with everything was going on, you know, was.
I'm back now. My bad, brother. So, with everything going on, yeah, what's going on? What's everything going on? I know one thing that went
Mm,
on. I know we made history tonight.
we did make history tonight. Tell them what history was made tonight. Tell the world.
Tonight, the history was made. You're looking at Demon Grand Slam X. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it, bro.
Yikes.
You know, like So yeah, that was. And then you're also looking at the greatest television champion of GEW. So I mean, yeah. What can I say? What can I say?
Looking at greatness right now. We are speaking with greatness right now.
That's a fact. That is a
So we
fact.
opened the, we opened the show with what's the first match of the night?
I think it wasn't it Wonder Boy and Cali Red, right?
I think it was Wonder Boy and Cali Red. So I was gonna tell y'all, right, because I was gonna touch on that match. I wanted to talk about that match. I wanted Ada to be here. Shit, but this motherfucker got to work in the morning like a Mexican. Fucking what you call it?
Yes, man.
So homeboy stepped in and did something historical where he went and challenged the women's champion for the title, the world title in the women's division. And this nigga got packed up by Cali Red. Shout out to Wonder Boy though, because regardless of win or lose, that was a historical moment, and that was a wow factor because nobody expected that to happen. I never even seen that be done before, to be honest. So let's start on that. What do you guys? What do you guys? What's your take on that, both of y'all?
Something different. I would love to see a lot of men fighting females. I think that's very cool. So we all know Wonder Boy is like a whole different breed of person, and I think that was kind of a real cool match. I think the booking with that was pretty cool, and like I said, and everyone says it, we're different over here, and that was very different. It actually had my daughter Lizzie like, oh my God, what's this, Daddy? What's going on? And we were watching, and she's like, oh, this is awesome. This is awesome, Daddy. I said, yeah, and and she was hyped for it, you know. So when Lizzie gets hyped,
Yeah,
when my daughter gets hyped for it, I kind of just like, go ahead, Lizzie, get hyped for it. She got hyped about the whole thing, but that match she was really hyped about. She really liked that match.
yeah. She was. They were hype last night too when they were saying that they're gonna let RJ's daughter join up and now we lit.
Yeah, but she was really hyped about that match. She likes Wonder Boy. My daughter likes Wonder Boy. That's one of her favorite
Shout out
people.
TXT in the building.
She really likes the Wonder Boy character. She was telling me today she really like the Wonder Boy character. But what character really my daughter really likes, and we'll have to get to that match because oh my God, I can't wait to get to that match. So, but my daughter was hyped about the first match though. She really liked it. She liked the whole card, like I said, but that match, the first match, got her. There's only two matches that got her, so that's all you need to know.
Oh yeah.
So,
What about you, X?
XA. Piggy's talking to the missus. This fucking shit, man. It's crazy today. You mean it? I dare you to hit me with your car, dude. I dare you to. I'm gonna podcast talking and doing some stuff on GTA DVD. You know how it is, making that bread. Shit. Myself. Whatever, Matt. There was a lot of trying to think of the other matches. Well, I'm waiting for X just to. This fucking guy. Da 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 da. So just me and you, DD? Is that what it sounds like? Everybody at? I'll run the whole damn show if I have to. Shit. Where's everybody at?
Yeah, my bad. I had to step away real quick. But yeah, I heard everything you said.
Where's everybody at? Shit.
We're here. I'm here. We're here. X some personal shit going on in the background, so probably stepped away real quick. But anyway, yeah, that was historical shit, like you're saying, and it was different. So Lizzie felt it. That was dope. Like, it was something different that A-Dot brought into the table for the PLE and shit. And going forward.
Look at though, like my daughter is very big on. Okay, let's get out there. You mother. My daughter's very big on the rainbows and all that shit. When she saw like him come out, she was like, "Daddy, like that's awesome! Like he's coming out doing all the cool stuff." And how she liked it on how he was like getting in the ring, like sliding across the ropes and doing like the Tiger Breeze stuff. She thought that was so cool. She was like, "That's cool. Whose entrance is that?" And I was telling her the entrances and stuff like that. And she's laughing right now. Moo, you okay?
I mean, it is pretty cool though.
Oh, she's laughing? Okay. She was like,
see you, Johnny, over there on YouTube.
So James wasn't really watching it. James wasn't really worried about it. It was more of Lizzie. So
right, yeah. No, of course.
Yeah, James on his tablet. Lizzie was like, "I'm gonna watch it, screw it." So And Lizzie wants to be a part of GEW because Daddy's a part of GEW. Lizzie wants to do, Lizzie bombshell things, and she really wants to come in and really show people what she's capable of, She does everything herself, like the creation of her call, the creation of the movesets. Lizzie does all her own stuff. I don't bother her with that. And everyone's like, "Yeah, you do." No, I don't. Everything you see with like Lizzie does, that's what her call does. Like that's her with her call.
Yeah.
That's what she does. Like my daughter likes what's her name? What's the Zoe Starks, whatever her name is, the one that is injured right now with her knee. My daughter loves her look with like the pants and stuff like that. So like Tegan Knox, all them type of people, all them type of girls. So how she is. So it's just me and you right now, DVD. I'm kind of, I know X is dealing with something.
Holding it down. So yeah, big moments of that match. What do you think? Talk to me.
The biggest moment was just like how the crowd was like all of us were like feeding into it. It was like wow, like in that match. It was the wow factor. I think that's what A-Dot and the whole committee was trying to do is give us that wow factor, and that beginning match set the tone for the whole pay-per-view, that wow factor. And that's how I saw it. You came out, you gave us that, oh shit, like this is happening? So hopefully that happens more often than it does. You know? I mean, hopefully, you know what I mean? Like, it pops off more like that, you know? Like, a weird match happens. So here it is, like, right here. Like, phenomenal, like, having Wonder Boy, of all people, in a match against a woman. Like,
there you see him right there on the screen.
Hell yeah. And everyone's like, oh, the match I had with him was a phenomenal match. I'll give him a round of applause for that. But tonight it showed that man can be diverse in any type of match he can be versed in. You know, he can fight a woman, he can fight a man. You know what I mean? He can do them matches. You don't see a Cole doing it anymore. You don't. You don't see a lot of Cole going out there fighting fucking demons. Or out there, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fight this female. No. You don't. It's so common for everything. And I think, being honest with you, that was the first for me seeing like how Wonder Boy is as a character and coming out and handling business like he did, and did what he did in that match. Really, that guy is capable of. He is really, after he's going to be a force to be reckoned with coming up. I see it happening. I really see a change in the guard very soon, because he comes out and basically performs at the best of his ability. He will steal the show. Any match he's in, I see him stealing the show.
Definitely.
He steals the show because his character is so different and so unique. And he's representing the gay pride and how it is. He's represented so well in a very mixed, diverse call environment. He's fucking killing it. So I would say he is an innovator for that. So hopefully he keeps on moving and has a very, very, very successful year in GEW. And I can't wait to see what Wonder Boy does.
I agree. I think he's like A said in the chat, this nigga Ego went in, created him. He did a great job. He does play his character, but he's not, acting.
And being honest, we can give a shout out to Ego, because Ego does phenomenal work. And I think he did a very phenomenal job with Wonder Boy, the gimmick, everything. And I haven't ever met talk to Wonder Boy or anything like that in a chat or a talk, but just seeing when Ego talks about him, and I'm saying it I'm not saying it in like a weird way, but when Ego talks about Wonder Boy, you can hear in Ego's voice the pride that he has about making calls that are doing phenomenal work. You can hear it in his voice. He is so happy to hear all his work is doing phenomenal. You know, and it's great to see that, for real. It's great to see.
Oh yeah, I agree 100%. So, like, I want to know your perspective on this. Right?
Go ahead.
On this part.
Go ahead.
As you see on the screen.
I don't see nothing on the screen yet, BBD, on my end, sir.
Oh no, hold up.
What? The one that the lost, the one that him losing?
Yeah.
being honest with you, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this shit out in the open. That wasn't like him losing. Yeah, but in my heart, that wasn't a loss to Wonder Boy. It wasn't a law. Really, I think it was a learning experience that man went in there and handled a female. It was a learning experience, and everyone, and
100%.
you're in a match with, you learn from your mistakes. You learn from what you didn't do right, and you go back to the laboratory and figure out what you need to do. And I think Wonder Boy, his loss is going to make him stronger. I can see that happening.
I agree. Got lucky he didn't win, he said. Because he packs up boys in the men's division, then women too in the women's division. That's crazy.
Go ahead and listen. Go ahead and do your thing. That's all I can say. Go ahead. You go ahead and do your thing, because I'm telling you right now, I will gladly watch any match that Wonder Boy's in.
To answer this question that Johnny Hernandez is asking, no, that was not the first ever casket match. That was the first casket match of 26 of the year 26. But that's not the first casket match we had here. We don't have casket matches before.
I'm gonna tell you something. Everything was phenomenal tonight. So that's all I really can say. That's all I'm saying. Oh. Nah, it wasn't the first. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Oh, there it is. That was the comments. What else, DB? What else we got going on, brother? Like, you know. What other?
Well,
damn.
ain't nothing. Ain't really, you know. Ain't really much going on. My bad. I was just getting something to drink. But yeah, that was not the first ever match or casket, and that was the first one, 26. That's pretty much it. And well, what was the second match of the night?
Damn.
We go with Johnny Hernandez. Speaking of,
what? Johnny Hernandez. Was it Johnny? I was in the match that my daughter was watching. What? Me, Johnny, Psycho, and was that Caleb Hopkins? Is that the match you're talking about?
I believe so.
It was.
I believe so, sir.
Being honest with you, I think the match went as good as it's supposed to go. I felt that there were 3 great competitors in there in the match.
It was you, Caleb Hopkins, and the finale. You ended up winning that match.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. Johnny Hernandez was in it. Caleb was in it. Psycho was in it.
Yep, Psycho was in it. Yes,
it was a fatal 4.
Yep, and I came out on top. I ended up doing what I had to do to win. You know what I mean?
Right.
What's well, I'm gonna get this out here, no, a little bitch. My days. Hold on, stopping shit. when that match came to be, I was asked. I'm not gonna lie. There was like, hey, RJ, yada yada yada. I was like, well, I never faced Caleb Hopkins, and a guy had said it in the chat. You said like, Psycho, you need to show me, like, give RJ some respect, because I went and said I want to give Psycho an opportunity, and that's what I did. And tonight, after everything that went down, the man, like, I won. At the end of it, I knew he was bitter. At the end of everything that went on, everyone did a great job in that match. Like I said, Johnny called me out in the promo section. Psycho called me out. So why not give them two a shot? And I'm like, I never really sat down and had a full-fledged match with Caleb Hopkins. So why not put Caleb in the mix? And that's what we did. And I'm going to tell you something. Every one of them guys gave me a run for my money. I could have tapped out, like, in any moment with Johnny doing the claw. I could have tapped out if he did that. In the whole entire match, I was like, oh, shit. Am I going to lose this? Like, what's going on? Like, shit, where's this match going? Like, the match could have gone anyway. I was like, oh, shit, I'm going to lose this, bro. I'm losing this fucking thing. And I even
that's what you thought instantly, right? When you saw, I can't download it. But good looking, I hear it. I got it. It's just I can't download it. I'm gonna need a way to download that shit. Unless you download it and you can send it to my to like my DM or some shit, like already download. Yeah, but when I saw you, that's what you thought when you saw Hopkins at the end, which is you and Hopkins, because you got rid of Psycho and you got rid of Johnny Hernandez. So you guys figured that's when you was like, oh shit.
It was more of like, fuck, here we go. It's about to be I'm about to get my ass whooped. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, you know what? I think I got this. And because, listen, let's get this out in the open. I beat freaking Wonder Boy to become the Blood, Sweat, and Tears champion. And no one thought I could beat Wonder Boy. Everyone looked at me, and I proved them wrong. I went against Caleb Hopkins. I know you will. And I proved everybody wrong. And Caleb Hopkins, I knew going into that match, he was a threat. I knew if I got rid of the other two guys, I could, if I being honest, I want the other two guys to get rid of Caleb. So I know I could have beat the other two guys. So, but Psycho really showed out. Like, for real. Like, Psycho showed out tonight. He looked good in the match. He really showed out. Johnny, any match Johnny's in, he steals the show. He did a phenomenal job. And like I said, Caleb, he's Caleb. So, and hopefully down the line, I'm back in the ring with Hopkins again, Johnny, and coming up, I got a non-title match with Psycho. So we'll see what happens after that.
I like that. You're not running. I'm gonna check now, man. You're not running.
I'm not. Like, I'm not. I'm a little aggravated. Like, I was aggravated when he called me out. But then I'm thinking about it. Maybe Psycho calling me out is a thank you. Like, hey, thanks, and stuff like that. That's how I see it. Like, after the fact, I thought about it, I was a little pissed off about it. But then I thought about it afterwards. Like, I ain't going front. I was a little heated about it. But at the end of it, I was like, now, you know what? It's a thank you. A thank you of, thanks for putting me in the match. I know I lost. Yada, yada, yada. But thank you for doing it. I want to face you in a non-title match. Okay.
Right.
But Psycho also needs to realize. Psycho needs to start realizing is he has a lot to prove,
He has a
and
lot of potential too. Like, don't
he
get it
does.
twisted, Psycho. You know, like you are
Like he has a
like
lot of
got
potential.
it. You got to figure it out, bro. Like RJ
He
was like that at the beginning too when he first started. He figured it out.
it took a while. I think 2K when all right, I'm gonna get on the truth, and I'm gonna put it out there. Leaving here when I didn't know who I
When you
was.
went to
I didn't.
when you left here and you went to the Indies to find yourself.
I had to. I had to go out, search around, and find myself as a call. And still I wasn't there. I was still like fondling around how I was and how I looked and stuff like that. And then I met one of my homies, Tenacious, who's going to be joining soon. Me and him were talking.
In the chat earlier today, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's one of my buddies. He was like, Ralph, I don't see you doing this. I don't see you doing that. And I sat with him, and we were like in chat. What do you see yourself doing? What do you see yourself going? And he was like, no, I don't see you doing that. I see you doing this, this, and this. And we put it all out on the table. We put it we were sitting there talking about it. And
now it works.
He was like, we're going to do it this way. Boom. And I was like, okay, cool. We'll do it like that. And it just flowed. And then he was like, hey, you want to tamper with your guy? Go ahead. So, all right. So the RJ Bombshell you're seeing is a mixture of his stuff, my stuff, and just morphing into RJ who he is now. I finally am happy of the RJ I have in GEW, and I'm not changing. There's no more changing RJ. 2K26, the same RJ. Everything's going to be the same. I'm not going to keep on changing shit. None of that shit. It's going to be this RJ and that's it. And that's where I'm leaving it at. So.
I got you. That makes sense. Good looking out, Boise. We in the, what's that shit called? Strapped in? Strapped in, whatever. Production, strapped in, something, entertainment. I don't even know what it's called. What is it called?
What? Yes, what's called what? What are you asking me?
Stay Strapped Entertainment. There you go. I didn't want to get it wrong. That's why.
Like, there is a lot. Like, I can't wait to see what happens. So.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. So, how does it feel to have that win under your belt?
What, being just keeping the belt around the waist?
It's not about keeping the belt around your waist. It's the fact that you survived the Fatal 4. You beat Wonder Boy for it. You survived the Fatal 4, and then on top of that, you fought Hopkins, a legendary. A day one, you could honestly say that he's a Hall of Famer, all that good shit, and you actually won that match. You succeeded, and you won the match. And let's not forget that you probably eliminated a person or two in order to end up there with Hopkins at the end, right? Like,
I think Hopkins eliminated Psycho. I think Hopkins actually a couple of the eliminations, and I think it was Hopkins that was like stealing the show. And I think at the end, just me and him. I think Hopkins got both the eliminations. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it again because I totally forget. Because I was getting my ass whooped, and I don't know if I'm still concussed or anything like that. I got a bandage on my head, but from bleeding, that's basically it. So.
Fucking.
So, that's in character on that one. So I can't wait. I was really expected. Like I was kind of like a little nervous in that match though, because I just like who I was in the ring with. I'm like, Cale Hopkins was a clear house. Being a day one guy and you're in there with, listen, I had something to prove. I still got something to prove. And this is to anybody else. Ego's been asking me, and I'm going to put this on blast. Ego has been asking me about the world title. Where's RJ see himself for the world title? Being honest with you,
when you see yourself running for like a world title one?
Being honest with you, I think it's time. I think it's time to be pushed to that level. I think it's time for me to kind of be pushed out of my element and fight these bigger names. You know, I haven't really fought a lot of the big names that are still here. And I think it may be time for me to fight some of these club members, you know, handle some of the house members that I want to fight, yeah. And any faction that's out there, listen, there's only one, I'm ending the Savage Vega and RJ Bombshell fucking trilogy. I'm ending it. If I gotta beat him to get a world title shot, then so be it. I'm going to do it. If I gotta beat Khan, so be it. I gotta beat anyone in PRX. I'm just saying, if I have to handle business, I have to handle business. That's how it is. Anyone from boot camp, I don't give a shit who it is. I want the world title. That's what I want. I'm set on becoming the world champion.
You see yourself as a world champion?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it happens, it happens. If it happens, it happens. You know, I'll carry any title, whatever belt I get. But right now, my eyes are really set on the world title. So.
Gotcha. All right. So you already have your take here, your recap on RJ Bombshell, how you felt about that fatal 4-way match. You felt honored to share the ring with Hopkins and actually get the win over Hopkins, because that's a clear win. That's a clean win. You could say it's a clear win. You know?
Yeah, I would say it's a clean win.
blood, sweat, and tears, and you were bleeding like a motherfucker in that match.
So, oh yeah.
So, dope shit, man. Shout out to RJ Bombshell for winning the blood, sweat, and tears, retaining the blood, sweat, and tears. That's one defense down. 11 more to go.
Yeah, that's gonna be more. I'm gonna have to get more.
10 more. No, it's 10 more to beat Us, because he has 10. So you got to get 11. So you need 10 more. What do you think about that guy dressed like in like the devil suit? Speaking of Paul Smackage,
being honest with you, Paul Smackage talking to some guy in a devilish outfit, whatever the hell it was.
It was like a Daredevil kind of thing, I guess. I don't know, something like that. I have it on the screen.
I think Paul Smackage is like.
Don't watch what you say. Watch what you say.
No. Listen. I think Paul Smackage is really putting himself out there doing these interviews and stuff like that.
We needed that.
Being in the dark rooms. Paul Smackage should not be in a dark room with these dark characters, because Paul, you can hear his voice like, no. He freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, he's scared. Because you gotta look at it. Paul Smackage is like a shrimpy looking guy, you know, like he's not a big guy.
So,
you know,
I just seeing like Paul like with the prompt, like talking to the guy, and then we start seeing the guy on top of, you know, the stage. Being honest with you, that could be anybody. You know what I mean? Like that could have been. That could be Caleb Hopkins doing his other alter ego he does. You know what I mean? It could be basically it could be anybody. You know what I mean? You know what? Maybe they're saying maybe, there's a surprise person coming back that we don't know that, GW is
Like
keeping
who?
on the roots. You know what I
Like
mean?
who?
Maybe show his face. But who?
Like who? Yeah, like who?
Who haven't we really seen around? Hmm. Yeah.
Savage
Shit.
Vega showed that he's a one-hit wonder. He came back, got packed up, won that belt for nothing.
Damn, who could have that been? Yeah, being honest with you, if anyone's guessed who that is, I'm still shocked about who he kept on hopping up on matches, and it looked like it
Oh,
was like
like and the Titantron. I mean, in the
mhm.
stage. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like he was there, and
It
the
was
name that
it
in the
was a
camera.
hooded. It was a it was a hooded character. At first, it was real dark, and then as time went, it got clearer and clearer of the vision of who that person was. I don't know. By the end of the night, by the main event, by the time the main event was over, the person you could see a clear image for a quick second, but that's
Yeah,
about it. I mean,
and like I feel like I don't really
if I
know.
think if I think that person is who I think it is, the roster's in trouble.
So I would like everyone was saying the Reaper, but I don't think it's the Reaper though, because it wasn't no skull type of mask. It looked like it was more of a Kane style mask, and the only person that I knew that kind of wears like that type of Kane style mask, but you can see like the teeth too. So that's really hard because you saw a teeth too. That could be like a Bray Wyatt mask too. It's a lot of people and
Person
that
was
means
it
it
was
can be.
he had a hoodie on, so
But you can see the form of the mask though, like when some of the angles you kind of see like the glare of the mask. It looks like the Bray Wyatt mask, but also like from the side part of it, if you look like you zoom in on it with the clean thing. So I really don't know. It's just a really mixture, man.
yep,
It really is, you know. So we got to see what happens. So, hopefully, whoever it is comes out of nowhere and makes a strong impact, and whatever the person should do, he just does what he needs to do
absolutely,
in his business.
absolutely.
So, and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Mm,
All smackers, ladies and gentlemen, interviewed a devilish character in a mask. You don't know who that is. That person in that mask that he was interviewing, you think that was the same person on the Titantron that was showing for
No, no. What I think that was no, no. I think what it was a diversion for the person to get out there on the stage. I think Pulse Package was turned into someone who was paid to talk to Pulse Package to kind of divert the whole concept of this character being there. And I think when it showed the guy on the stage, hey, shit, is this guy took the Pulse Package? No. No fucking way.
yeah,
No. I think it was about the very ill help club. I know it's another like so that person can get into like the area he needs to and stuff like that. So
that makes sense.
that's how I see it. Oh man. What are the other matches, DBD? Let's get these out in the open. I got
The
all the
next,
time
the
in the
next,
world.
the next match. Yeah, the next match that was up was the tag team. I think it was a triple
Oh,
threat tag team with Gorilla
the
Glue
ladder match? Nah,
returning.
no, yeah. Listen, no disrespect to no like all right, no disrespect to the PRX action or nothing like that. That match was so blanded. Like I stopped watching it because I was like, yo, like, this is a quickest, there's the most quickest match I've seen. Gorilla climbs up, gets the belt done. What the fuck? Like I think
Right.
ladder matches should, no disrespect, ladder matches should never be on the radar no more. I think ladder matches are just blanded. Like, you know, that would have been so much better if it was an elimination tag. Like, that would have been so much better. Being now an elimination tag match, you know what I mean? Because it shows what tag team is strongest tag team. An elimination style match. It shows like, oh shit, this team is strong here. You know what I mean? But it can always be that. But there's also an underdog team that can come in and start tearing motherfuckers up. So I think that I think GW going forward, I think should just drop the ladder matches because it's just blanded. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think no more ladder
I'm gonna be
matches.
I'm gonna be honest with you. 2K, they fucked up the ladder matches and they fucked
Yes,
up the
they did.
Iron Man matches. Like the
Yes,
Iron Man matches, they don't hit like they used to hit. Like I mean, during the match is fire. You know what I'm saying? But then after a while in the match, it's like it always ends in a draw 9 out of 10 times. So like I did iron table. I took the iron tables out for two reasons. I took the iron tables out of the Fight Club for two reasons. First one was because niggas didn't took my fucking match and ran with it, make titles with it and all that shit too. They didn't acknowledge the fact that I created it. And the second reason is because it's always ending in draws. So I don't like that. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
Haley Ramone in
That's
the
it.
building. I'll see you. Yeah. So,
Um,
but that tag team match, like you said, I didn't see no ladders in it involved much. You know what I'm saying? It was a good match. Like the match was fire,
it
but
was
like there was
when you
no.
put that, it was blanded, bro. Like it was so blanded as a match. Like if you're gonna do a ladder match, come on, dude, start putting fuckers through some tables. Start fucking
Ladders
doing
and
some
all that. Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
shit, man. Like,
There's some
you know,
stunts.
I want to see a motherfucker get his dome busted open. Like, come on now, man. Like, I want to see a motherfucker bleed. Like, that's what I would love to see. Like, a motherfucker bleeding. Like, oh shit, this motherfucker getting fucked up. But you didn't see it.
Practically almost die in the ring, right?
You know what I mean? I've seen some ladder matches, but tonight, I don't know.
I don't know.
That ladder match really wasn't the bee's knees for me on that one. But I think for now on, please no more ladder matches. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No more ladder matches. You heard it here first.
Stay away from them because no. Listen, let's not get it out there. A-Dot wants a ladder match. Let A-Dot do a ladder match. But I'm saying like they're so bland. Like they don't have that oomph like they used to. They don't have the pizzazz and the fucking that urge to want to do a ladder match. It's the same shit over and over again. Oh, climb the ladder, climb the ladder. You know what I mean? And it's more people are
Yeah.
not doing that type of shit no more. I want to see a motherfucker get thrown around, bro. Like, fuck that. I want to see a dude
Like
get
a bag of
slammed.
trash.
Like, I'm going to slam shit at you through his table and slam that motherfucker through a table. You know, that's the shit I want to see. Like, I'm not fucking slam through the fucking announce table. Like, someone jumping off the fucking ladder on the announce table. Some shit like that, but it'll never happen. But that would be some shit, you know? So, we'll just see what happens, you know? Hopefully, you know, with everything going on, you know, I want to see what now after all this shit happened, we're really going to see like what changes are going on, like what, like we're going to see a whole different. Are we going to see a whole different color of the guard? Like, are we going to see a different? Oh, the backstage, bro! Holy shit! That was nuts.
Yeah, the backstage brawl was pretty impressive too.
That was good.
This was after the tag team match that PRX walked away victorious on.
Yeah, you can clearly see like that match was.
Big Time won this match, right?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
No rules. We gotta pay attention. We gotta brawl. These guys might be mad they didn't make the card tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at Khan with his fucking lemon pepper steppers.
But dude, there's another guy that no one really hears a lot from. He's in posting promos. SDK, I thought SDK was gonna win that shit. And I really thought that.
Yeah, it was good to see SGK back out there, and it was good to see Grimlord back out there, Mr. Greatest as well. You know, like
it was just good to see everybody that usually does.
It was like old school versus new school here. You know?
Yeah, that was great to see that. You know, really, really good to see that.
That's why I was asking A-Dot yesterday on the Smoking with Dimes podcast. I was like, hey man, you ever think about doing like a Survivor Series kind of show, or what show resembles a Survivor Series kind of thing where it's like, you know, new versus old? And I always thought like November to Remember would be that, right?
Yeah, it would be cool to see a lot of the young talent versus the OGs. You know, that'd be kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
Would really show like that these young dogs and the young dogs, the pups, hang out with the big dogs. You know, like can they hang?
They can't.
You know, you know,
not most of them. I'm convinced that I'm definitely probably the greatest of all time.
See,
like, all
right,
is, like it's in my head, and that's not gonna like escape. You know what I mean? Like
you have it in your mind. Listen, you have in your mind that you're the best at what you do because you've been here since day one. That's the mentality you're going to have since you're a day one guy. That's the mentality you need. Like all the old heads need to keep. Like, nah, man, fuck that. We've been here. We've been here. That's all the OGs need to have that mindset of fuck you, young bucks. You guys just coming in here, you know, handling business and shit like that. You know.
Yeah.
Like these young guys, they're like, come on, I don't know how I may be the youngest guy. I don't know that, but I've been around GW for a while, and I have seen guys come and go. And what happened is their fucking ego got in the way, and I'm one of them. I had the biggest ego trip, dude. I was like, nah, I'm this powerhouse big guy. I mean, fuck all that. I know what I'm doing. Yada yada. And I came out and got packed up. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like what's up with this shit? Like, you know, like it's some bullshit. Like I will tell you straight up. I was like, this is motherfucking bullshit. And that's how I was. And now I'm not like that. You know?
Right.
I'm the greatest. One of my AKA promos. I'd say Dad talking his shit like usual.
The huge.
But the use. But what you also gotta look at though, everyone has like, and this is just we're talking off the subject here, but this is the truth. You really see where people's strengths are and where people's like kind of dip off. And when
Elaborate on that.
okay, I suck at promos, and I do phenomenal work with my creations, like my logos and stuff like that. But A Dot good with the promos, creations. When he does creations, he does a phenomenal job. There's some guys that can't do none of that shit, and they kind of just go, I'm aggravated about it, and they don't have that, oomph to do it, and they just stop. And it's bullshit. And then the doubting yourself as a call, doubting yourself and your potential, what you can do. And like I said, I'm gonna put myself in it. I was one of them. I was one of them guys that doubted himself since day one, and I still do. To this day, I still doubt myself. But when you have people in your ear, we're like, nah, dude, don't doubt yourself, dude. I'm a two-time, blood, sweat, and tears champion. You know what I mean? And it feels good to be blood, sweat, and tears champion, again. But hopefully down the line, the blood, sweat, and tears champion can go to one of these other guys that can carry on the blood, sweat, and tears championship if they still keep it around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
You really you when it comes to trash talking, you're good at trash talking. Everyone else has they're good at trash talking, but a lot of people get in their feels. A lot of times, you know what I mean. And
yeah, no, I could sell it.
It's just a game, but sometimes guys feel like, damn, like he's really coming at me this way. Like what the fuck, And some people really feel like that. Like, now this shit ain't happening. And people take their egos and really try to hurt people's feelings in ways of, oh, I'm going to cut you up in a promo, or I'm going to trash your call, or something like this. And in a promo, that person might take it the wrong way and says the fuck out. And that's been going on a lot. And I pray to God that stops. I don't think there should be guys, and I'll say it again, I'm one of them. Sometimes I used to get butt hurt, but I had to learn from that. Like, you know what? Fuck it. I got to talk about it. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And there's a lot of guys that kind of don't do that. They really are in their feels. You think about someone doing this with their call or doing that with their call, and then bang, they get butt hurt. Like tonight, it really showed how guys are working at the best of their abilities, but after they lose a match, they're like, oh, I gotta change this or I gotta change that. That's been going on a lot. But all these other matches that was going on with the show, like I said, phenomenal job. I pray we have more matches like that down the line. I hope that the creative team of GEW really sticks it with different stories and kind of pushes the envelope with all these other guys that I think kind of deserve these pushes. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So let me ask you, what match stole the show tonight and why?
the match
Why
that
that match?
really, the match that really like stole the show for me was the main event. Actually, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna fight. There was two matches that got me. It was I'm gonna say it right now. Then the main event got me really well. The main event, the casket at the end, it was a death boom casket match. Boom, phenomenal. Fly guy retaining his title. Good job. Congratulations. That was one of the matches that got me. But the other one was seeing the underdog, and yes, I'm calling her an underdog. The underdog, Violet, coming out, handling her business with the scum queen, and coming out swinging.
That was actually the next match that we were supposed to recap right now too.
Yes, that
Yeah,
match,
good.
that match right there showed that Violet has elevated herself to a kind of a different standard. There's no disrespect. She was kind of just
She was overlooked until now. Now
she
she's more
was, yeah,
impressive. Now
she
people
was
want to
overlooked.
see. They want to see what she's about. They want to see more matches with her involved in it. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
And her losing, she shouldn't take it. Like I said,
She fought. And remember, you got to think about it. She fought the legendary Haley Ramone. And you say
yes,
what you want, but everybody knows Haley Ramone, and everybody knows the work that Haley Ramone put in. And to fight somebody at that stature, it's considered like, yo, you held your own against old girl, and old girl's like,
you went from being this dark character into you're still doing your dark character, but now you're in your own element now, and she went and fought Haley, Ramone. And that's my daughter likes too. When Ramone came out, she had that. Ramone has that look. You know what I mean? Like I'm out here, the punk rock look. She's handling business and stuff like that, and it's cool to see that. Again, congratulations to her for winning. But like I'm gonna say this, my all time favorite match of all would have to be, and everyone's gonna say, "Wow," was the Wonder Boy, the Tonight Show, the match that got me. That really was like got me like, oh shit, was seeing Wonder Boy fight a woman. And that's where I'm going with it. Seeing Wonder Woman, Jesus Christ, seeing Wonder Boy go out and I said Wonder Woman. Seeing Wonder Boy go out there and be in a ring with a female, fighting a female, and showing people that he can fight men and fight females, and he doesn't care.
That's well said by Haley Ramone in the chat. By the way, I didn't want to take it out, but I was highlighting it. But yeah, go ahead. What you were saying about
her loss is really a win. Her showing A5. That does have a point. But no, like I said, like the beginning match really showed that Wonder Boy is very diverse and doesn't care who he faces, male or female, and he can put on a show. And I pray that Wonder Boy stays around this time and really elevates what he's doing. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing Wonder Boy being the television champ or the Intercontinental champ or being world champ. He has a lot of potential. Like, Wonder Boy has a lot of potential.
That's crazy.
And just as me, like, as a watcher of it, it was good to see that. But as RJ Bombshell, as a competitor, now Wonder Boy Good job. Doing your thing. Stay in your fucking lane
Oh
and do what
shit.
you need to do. Other than that, round of applause. I think
Oh shit.
A Dot was locked up. We had Mad King. This is just me talking shit. Mad King, I wish he was in the chat. Actually, I wish he was in the podcast and hear me say this. Mad King doing his first big event, but worked how he did it.
His first day as an intern.
As yes, seeing him do what he did and did the matches how he did them really shows that he could, if he were to do a show, he understands what needs to be done. He understands what put asses in seats. And in certain matches, people were going up in the concession stands, but when they came back, the wow factor was going, oh shit, I missed it. What the fuck did I miss? But
I don't think there was
that
a money match in the whole card.
No. And the whole card was, like I said, Mad King. I wish he could be in this thing. Locked it down for his first ever live event. Phenomenal job. I hope down the line we see more people working with the GEW creative team and bringing more ideas and more different elements to elevate GEW. It's already where it's at, but to elevate GEW higher than it needs to be. There's a lot of ideas that can be dropped, shit that can be changed. But right now, the formula is fine. Don't change what you're doing. Keep it how it is, but kind of fiddle with it for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Raise the bar all the time, like A-Dot does. Like that's what he says.
You know what I mean?
Like
there's a lot of matches.
Level up.
There's a lot of matches that I would love, to see. I really, this is just me, and I'm kind of iffy his character, but I pray to God that his character doesn't change again. Everyone's does throw some shade at Jones, but tonight
I knew he was gonna say that. I knew that was coming.
In that match right now, everyone throws shots at Jones, but tonight Jones showed out against Wolf Danger or Wolf Danger's retirement tour and packed Wolf's ass up in an ambulance match. I'm going to tell you, this Jones that we have seen right now is the best Tyler Jones we have seen since I've been back. Tyler
It's
Jones,
crazy you say that.
Do not change it. Listen, the look, the style, everything, do not change what you're doing with this character. Keep him, because he was pushing Wolf to his limits, and at the end of the day, Wolf got packed up in the back of that ambulance and got sent home. And Tyler Jones looked phenomenal in that match. But that's what I'm saying. Jones, do not change your call. Keep this call. It's a phenomenal call, and keep it. Stop changing your shit. Please. Keep this Tyler Jones. It packed Wolf Danger up. A multi-time champion, and packed him up. Don't change it. Please don't change it. Let that fucking momentum build with that character. Don't change it. Because right now, like I said, this RJ Bombshell you have seen is not changing. Don't ask me to change shit. Don't ask me to put a suit on. Don't ask me for shit. If you don't like what you see on TV, turn that shit the fuck off. Other than that, RJ staying where he's at. Tyler Jones, again, do not change your call, please. I beg of you. Don't do it.
So so based on that, that would be the wrestler that had the biggest crowd reaction of the night by packing up Wolf Danger. You think, or what was the biggest crowd reaction, and who got the crowdest like the biggest reaction from all
Being
of us?
honest with you, the biggest
Besides of the
crowd,
Wonder Boy, we already established
yeah,
that he
yeah,
was he was the one that stole the show, basically.
be,
Him in the main
yeah,
event stole the show.
yes. But the Tyler Jones packing up Wolf Danger in a style that Tyler Jones was really handling, you know, Wolf his ass. What's on the open? Tyler Jones came out swinging in that match, showing people like I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of the haters. I'm tired of this. Fuck you guys. I'm doing my thing. You can't stop me. And he basically packed up Wolf and sent his ass home. Like I said, Tyler Jones needs
One hundred
to
percent.
keep what he has and don't lose it. Don't right now he's in a club. I feel like his loss. This is just me. Tyler Jones lost to Wonder Boy got in his head. What he needs to do is he needs to look in the mirror and say, I'm better than what I did before. I need to move on from this loss and to better myself. And tonight it showed that Tyler Jones bettered himself and came out on top. Now his next obstacle is to finally put the naysayers away, and this is just me, and pack up Wonder Boy for all. He needs to pack up Wonder
Yeah, that,
Boy, and the reason why I'm saying that, because Wonder Boy and Jones can be mad at me for saying this, is it's like Superman's kryptonite, right? That's what Wonder Boy is.
it's legit. Yeah, it's legit. It's legit
That's
beef.
Tyler. He's Tyler Jones's kryptonite.
He's the guy that puts a stop to his little reign when he has a little run sometimes.
Yeah.
Or he
The
has
thing
been every
about it
time he
is
fought him. He was
every
a brick wall for him every time.
yeah,
Like
he stopped them. Everyone
the
said,
link is
"Oh,
in the
Ralph's
chat,
not.
yeah.
RJ's not going to.
Whoever wants to join, pull up. Yes, sir.
Ralph's RJ's not going to be
Well,
Wonder Boy. Ralph's not going to. RJ's not going to be one. And to beat Wonder Boy here, to beat Wonder Boy, everyone's like, "Oh, the glitter and all that." Yeah, fighting Wonder Boy puts you on. You had in that match. I had to dig deep in that match to beat Wonder Boy. I had to dig to figure out how to beat this motherfucker. And everyone's like, "Oh, he ain't gonna beat him." And when I beat Wonder Boy, everyone's like, "Oh shit, Ralph beat him," but Jones can't. Hold on, let's get that out in the open right now. Jones can beat Wonder Boy. Jones has to get out of his own head and stop doubting himself. That's the problem.
Hey, that.
Jones
So let me
doubts himself.
100%.
Go ahead.
He has to.
Go ahead.
So let me ask the crowd. Let me ask the crowd. Which wrestler or which star had the biggest crowd reaction of the night to you guys from us? Who had the biggest reaction? The biggest crowd reaction? Anybody in the chat? As we review the match here with Haley Ramon and Violet Death. That was a hell of a match. Stood on top. Haley Ramon comes out victorious of the Queen of the Cage Championship. But we said it, we spoke about it earlier. Violet Death did step up and she showed that she has heart. She could keep up with the big dogs like Haley Ramon and the other females in the league. But Haley Ramon walks away with the Queen of the Cage Championship. We're gonna get Violet Death on the podcast one day too.
I gotta go back. I DK. I gotta go back and watch the from the beginning. Listen, It's this fucking guy. Fucking
I
flag
got the
man.
video right on standby.
Fucking fly guy. Needless to say, like but the match that got me was, and I laughed. I never laughed in any of the matches I have seen. But seeing someone come back so hype and then drop the ball, oh my god, that was fucking great. Oh man, that match. You know exactly what I'm talking about. DVD too.
Which one? Say it.
you know exactly. I'm talking about the Vega, the Savage Vega
Vega
match.
got packed up.
Oh my
We're
god.
gonna get to that. We're
Oh
gonna get to
man,
the match.
that was fucking great.
So you see in the screen right here, Haley Ramon victorious,
For greatness.
Queen of the Cage.
I heard that was meant for you to hear that. I'm live. Live and unscripted. All the shit that comes out of A dots now, I'll be giving a fuck. It's all fun and games, buddy. GG's.
Haley Ramon packed up, Violet Death, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all saw it here. Y'all saw it tonight. Thoughts on this match? What could have been better? What couldn't it have?
You asking me that?
Obviously, you're the only motherfucker that can speak.
I know, right?
Hear this guy, ladies and gentlemen.
I think the match went well. I think, there was some, Violent did what she had to do, and like I said, it wasn't a loss; it was more of a learning experience, and hopefully she's going to bounce back from this. And I think, Haley Ramon really came out,
Except the Reaper shit. Fuck
Yeah.
the Reaper. Instant classic right there.
We'll see what happens. After this,
Haley
we got to
Queen of the Cage.
All right, guys, you know what we gotta do, man. I asked for this shit.
Instant classic.
Let me keep this going.
Let me keep this going. All right, man. Like I said.
Total Lockdown recap, ladies and gentlemen. We are live with RJ Bombshell.
Yep, that's how we do it. Oh man.
So, what moment surprised you the most out of tonight's show?
Yeah, we have a big.
Like I said, a lot of the a lot of the title changes got to me, but a lot of the title changes was kind of cool. Some champions did retain their titles. I hope that there's more after all these losses that these people in these matches will come back bigger, better, and stronger.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
I'm guessing the next match is going to be a multiple man match. We'll find out right now what multiple man matches is. Kind of freestyled a couple things here too.
Yeah,
is all you're being told. You guys will see the four competitors right now. My mouse works. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Total lockdown.
What was next? He didn't even show us.
Let's go. Check your DM.
So it's the Ink Slinger and
Chill, bro. Chill.
these guys.
hope I'm right here. I'm right. Let's go.
I am right.
Is this the match with fucking it was Inkster? Wasn't this with
Inkslinger with Jack Graves, Big Lou.
Oh shit!
this is when CJ Wolf.
The winner of this match.
And CJ Walker. He pulled out the victory.
Yeah, whatever his name is, Wolf, whatever his name is, CJ.
Touch more next time. Good fight. I think that was the toughest version I could have got yet.
Yeah, I know he won that, but it was a good match overall though. Like being honest, I thought Inkslayer was going to win this. Like, I'm not going to front. Inkslayer, like that character right there, will creep a motherfucker out there for real.
Big Lou's a monster though. Look at this big beast.
Yeah, but wasn't he the first one to eliminate?
Defeated for the TV title, ladies and gentlemen.
Undefeated.
What I'm saying.
Did anybody put any money on him? A little money. You're going to win some money right there, CJ Wolf.
This guy right there. What is that?
Yeah, it wasn't like.
Red smoke. Couldn't really see well.
Yeah, you were cutting. Oh man,
CJ Wolf.
Yeah, it's the one. Yeah.
You guys are impressed with CJ Wolf's performance here tonight? Talk to me.
I think him being undefeated really shows like, oh shit, him coming in, handling business really shows like he's coming for the friend. It might be because who else is undefeated? You got what him and I think Killian Dane or Killian whatever the hell his name is
Bane, yeah, Killian Bane.
Yeah, he's fucking undefeated. That'll be nice to see them two go at it.
Well, they got
undefeated.
Well, he won that match.
Oh, nice. The undefeated.
But he's only 2 matches in, so I mean, being undefeated with 2 matches, it's kind of like.
But being honest with you, it would show like maybe another win or something. You know, I think maybe him catching up. We'll see what happens. So.
Yes, sir.
Him catching up with some wins, getting some normal solid wins under his belt and shit like that.
Wolf Danger versus Tyler Jones.
Yeah, here's the one we're going to talk about this match.
Got packed up.
Okay, the Cody Rhodes story. Blah.
I was listening to the lyrics of the song, and actually, I kind of like the song now.
CJ, watch your back. Check under your bag and close the cover. Now, let's go.
For Charlie Kirk, Wolf Danger said. He did this for Charlie Kirk. Pachale.
Oh man.
Club shit only, nigga said. Club shit only out there. So how did the main event live up to expectations, RJ? Or everybody in the chat? How did the main event live up to the expectations? Let's talk about it. We had Jay Smoke, the Hitman, versus Ra, the Fly Guy.
You talking
That's
about Winter Soldier, James Smith?
That's right.
The
That shit
Winter
was fire
Soldier,
though. You can't
James
front.
Smith. Oh no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said the Winter Soldier, Jay Smith.
Yeah, that shit was dope as fuck. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
It's something different, you know. It's something different, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's different. So,
Always.
always something going on.
Let me hear from the channel though. Let me hear from the chat. How did the main event live up to expectations to y'all? Talk to me. Somebody cheerleading over there. What's going on?
What?
You guys are cheerleading over there.
No,
Any
I'm not
cheerleaders?
kidding. Oh, no, my wife says me a phone. I'm patting like I'm patting my leg. This bombshell demon. Oh my god.
They went to war with bloodshed. Rick says the main event was trash. That shit was rigged. We were Madison Square Garden. They rigged us. They did me dirty too, so I ain't even gonna hold you. Ever since the beginning of the year, it's like, yo, you're gonna start off getting shitted on. So
Yeah.
nah, but seriousness. They cook. Definitely. Hats off. Fly Guy. You heard him. You get acknowledged for a good fucking defend. I was a legitimate defend. Too bad it didn't end in the Iron Man shit. Because I always wanted that shit to. It should always end in the Iron Man shit. Like, I don't know why the niggas did sudden death shit. And sudden death, you had to be done, obviously. But, like, Y2K had to let it go down like that. You know what I mean? Like, 2K could have did better. 2K can do better. They won't. What else? Which storyline you think took a big step forward, or the biggest step forward tonight, storyline wise? Which storyline out of all of them that they got going on took the big step forward?
Mm.
You got the house, you got the boot camp, you got the club. You
I
got
really
John
don't know.
Wigginton talking that solo shit. He's like, fuck factions. You got Hopkins attacking DBD. Talk to me.
John Wigginton, fuck factions. The man is a badass by himself, though.
He said, fuck factions. He said, fuck that gang shit.
Guy stands alone, straight up, man. He doesn't,
I was born by myself. I'm gonna die by myself.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
That's another one. That's facts. Must be
Shit.
true because it rhymes.
Live by the sword, you die by the sword. Learned that off a movie too.
Yeah, I know. I heard that before.
A lot of that shit. A lot of the lingos that I learned from TV. Shit.
So you didn't answer the question.
What was the question?
Which storyline took the biggest step forward?
Ooh, I would have to say, damn, the storyline. Damn, I would have to say the fucking the fly guy and fucking the club stuff like fly guy fighting the club basically like fighting the club, you know what I mean? In the boot camp, that's kind of cool. I think that story just elevated a little bit more. So now they can go, oh well, shit, he won. No, that shit don't fly. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know. So
Well, I think for me, the storyline that advanced, that took a big step forward, is whoever that daredevil looking guy was, speaking of smackage. And if he's that same guy that was on the ramp, we got to know about that. Like, I want to know what that is, because like, that took a step forward, because, like, I think we're about to see some shit. So, but I want to know more. Like, that got me intrigued.
yeah, a lot of this stuff got me. The smackage thing. I think really like was good. Yankee run got me. I think the Paul Smackage interviews. I really think that really got a lot of people hyped. So
Yeah, you're right.
it kind of showed the hype of like, okay, who's this guy coming and shit like that and all.
Was there a breakout? Was there a breakout match? Breakout performance
A
by
breakout.
anybody that you think
Oh man. Like I said,
besides
I think
Pilot Death?
um shit. Damn, that's damn, that's a big Yeah, I think like I said, I think the Wonder Boy got the Wonder Boy match got me. I think
Yeah,
Wonder Boy was the match that really stood out to me. Anything I have seen was that Wonder Boy. So yeah, can you give me a sausage out and put them in the air fryer for me? Just take it and put the full thing in there. And just put it on for like what? No. Just flick it off and break it off and just put it in there. Not to run no water on it. Just put it in and it will cook. It'll be all right. Shit.
You get booed or you get cheered on in Madison Square Garden.
Hey, if I got booed, I got booed. If I got cheered, I got cheered. I ain't going to sleep over it. It's on the door, babe.
You walked out champion. That's all that matters.
Oh yeah, I'm like I said, I'm not here to be liked or or be part of the.
You're not playing politics and that, but you boot camp now, right?
I was signing autographs, today for the kids and stuff. Last night, I was signing autographs for the kids, but that's basically it. I was signing autographs. Everyone can see that on Instagram. The GEW band was behind me. I went to a live event for another, signing autographs. They were having a wrestling con around here. So I was like, you know what? They're like, hey, RJ, can you come and do some autographs? So yeah, I said, sure. And that's basically it.
Oh yeah.
Went
So
and
you gotta
signed
do it.
autographs.
RJ Bombshells for the people, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see.
For
Took
right
the belt,
now,
everything, laid it on the table, signed autographs.
for right now, RJ's looking out for the underdogs. You know what I mean? The guys that don't get that oomph anymore. You know what I mean? So if the fans want to cheer me, they want to cheer me. Like I said, they want to boo me, they want to boo me. It's okay. At the end of the day, I'll still sign you. I'll sign your babies. I'll sign it. Your baby. You need me to sign a baby. I'll sign a baby diaper. I really don't care. Just to get a signature.
Sign their foreheads.
You know what I mean? Shit. Like last night, this at the con, this lady came up and was like, "Oh, RJ, do you mind signing?" It was funny because
my baby's forehead.
No, it wasn't his forehead. He came up and was like, "Can you sign this?" I know what it was, and I looked at it, and I'm like, "Yo, this is cool. This is cool. What is this?" And it was a puzzle piece Rubik's cube for it was an autism cube, like Rubik's cube, and I signed it.
Oh.
And it was really cool. It was really cool to see a lot of the fans come out and sign autographs. Like, I think there should be more cons like that. A lot of the guys if they're doing live events, go meet the fans, kind of get GW out there and stuff like that. Hopefully that, like what I did, kind of opens the door for other guys to go and do that. Go meet the fans and stuff like that. So I hope that I open the floodgates for that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Good shit though for doing that.
Yeah. And then when I was leaving, this one kid, I was leaving, and I signed his autograph, and I was going to my truck, and he came up to my truck, and there wasn't these people like I want to go security is heavy now, dude. I was like, the kid's fine. He came up and was like, RJ, and I was like, what's up, buddy? He's like, can you win? I'm gonna try my best. He's like, no, I need you to win. I was like, why is that? He goes, because I need you to win, and and I didn't know why. And he's like another kid underdog. You know what I mean? Didn't know what was going on,
right?
And was always scared.
Right.
Again, you know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, I got you, bud. I'll try my best. And after the move,
I try my best.
I'll try my best.
Because if I would have got back
up, my best. What? for 20. 350.
This thing almost let the kid.
I'll the kid down, and I saw him in the audience. And after I won the match, I saw him when I was leaving the state. I saw him in the park. He saw me leaving. I went up and I had him. I took a picture with him with the belt, holding the belt and stuff like that, and all. So it was really cool. So I'm happy to do that for the fans.
Absolutely, man. That's real, boy. That's real nigga shit, man.
Yeah. You can be a heel, you can be a face, but at the end of the day, what matters is if you're showing the fans, like, thank you for showing your support. Thank you for watching a product. Thank you for, doing the bad thing, and stuff like that. That's how I see it.
That's real shit, man. So I heard Tyler Jones got his own Cheetos out there.
Yeah, he was talking about it. He was telling me about it. It's something like it's called the spicy hot dog brand. Something like that. I know we like hot dogs, so it's like something with hot dogs or something like that. I don't fucking know.
Gotcha. Yeah, like Little Franks.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it was really funny. He was talking about it, and I was like, "All right, Jones, do your thing, brother." And he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna try to bring out a cheese dog, like the cheese dog thing." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. That's cool, man." So he was just talking about it. Hopefully it happens.
She ate. Yeah.
I would understand if she's coming to you looking at you, but you starting with her, coming to her, she's not even here next to you. Why do you bother her when she's done trying to get her drunk? What, Justin? Wait, I have to clean that bathroom. Justin, wait. Go upstairs. Use the bathroom upstairs.
Yeah, bro. So,
yeah.
How do you think the atmosphere, the crowd at Madison Square Garden took effect to like the heels and all the people here?
I think the heels got. I think the heels got more of the pop than the faces. I really feel like the heels really opened.
Could have made it pop when I came out there.
I really think the heels got the big pop. I think the heels really got that pop they needed. And I really think the faces didn't really get that, oh, I'm a face, I'm going to get cheered. No.
Yeah. Besides Wolf Danger, nobody really got the oh shit, the baby face of the year is here.
I'm going to tell you something. When I heard the crowd when Savage Vega came out, they were booing him left and right. I could not stop laughing. They were saying you don't deserve it. Oh, it was great. It was great.
They were booing A-Dot for when he won the title that night too.
Yeah, but just saying, like, they came out and said he don't deserve it. Like, straight up, fans are saying he don't deserve to be that champion. And you can clearly see the fans were not on Savage's side at all. So that's how I see it.
I agree.
I see that a lot of people, since he came back, he thought he was going to have this big hoorah, and it looks like everyone's like, this fucking guy. All right, come on. That's how I see it right now.
The guy who surprised me the most, that had the biggest, like, to me, who had the biggest reaction was Jack Graves.
Oh man, Graves, his character, man. Just him in general, like the pop of the crowd when he came out, people were like, "Oh shit!" But you got a lot of pop for
backstage attacks. He was on fire.
Mm-hmm. A lot of there was a lot of good stuff going on today. So.
I want to fight Jack Graves.
I think a lot of people want to play.
Yeah, because he's one of the new guys here, and he's making a big name for himself. So say if the Reaper got anything to say, it would be something about 1, 2, 3 and knockout. Hit him with a dime dropper. So what do you think of that Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre match? Stepping away from GEW Total Lockdown real quick.
I'm not a big fan of it. I felt like
I heard it was one of the best matches they had so far.
well, having Drew finally win something that was good, but I'm happy they did that. They finally gave Drew what he wanted, but WWE should have made him the face of the company already because that dude was the face of the company when COVID happened. So you can't say shit to that man.
Actually, Roman was though.
Well,
Roman took the belt.
listen, just how I think everyone said Roman. In my eyes, I really think that at the time, Roman was doing his thing, but overall, I think fucking it was Drew at the time. In my eyes,
Who do you think is the Drew McIntyre of GEW?
the Drew McIntyre of GEW.
Yeah.
That's very hard to pick who it is because there is a lot of Drews in the GEW. There is a lot of Drews. But if you want to talk about a guy that like busts his ass and does what needs to be done, and this is just my honest opinion, I think since tonight he accomplished the goal. Is a grand slam. I would have to say that Demon X is a Drew McIntyre. The guy has been, having his ups and downs, but the man's been fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. So I would have to say, Demon X is a Drew, and that's just my honest opinion. I think that's he's a Drew. I think a lot of people underestimate him because of him now doing what he's doing. He kind of fell off a little bit, and a lot of guys are like, "Oh, he fell off." Yeah, he fell off because he was doing his thing. Fuck up out of here with that shit.
You know what I think they're doing? I think they're setting up for Cody to win the Royal Rumble again.
If they have,
technically, if you lost the belt, you got to start at the back of the line now. You got to earn your way back up. You got to earn your keep. So
yeah, I really think that they should not let Cody win the Rumble again. I think they should really let, and this is me, I want to see Finn Balor champion one more time. Would love to see.
I don't see Finn Balor winning no title.
Oh, get the fuck. Yes. Finn Balor one more time. I would love to see that. Finn Balor, I would go with. I want to see him win the Rumble, or basically, let's not get this out in the open. I think everyone might say, "Wow, for me saying this." I think Obafemi might win the Rumble. Let's get that out there. I think Obafemi might win the Rumble because he was a dominant. He was a dominant force in fucking NXT, man. It'll be cool to see Obafemi winning that shit. It would be different.
Yeah, I like what they're doing with him too. They're gonna bring him up little by little, like the way they brought up
Trick.
like, the way they brought up there. They brought up Trick. They brought up Mello. They brought up Lash.
Mm-hmm. Lash Legend. They just brought up Jordan Grace. They're doing what needs to be done.
Grace.
And with Drew winning the title, but there's also a story there. Did Cody Rhodes take out Jacob Fatu? So let's get that in the open. Like, what's going on with that?
But they can't do that with Cody yet. You know why? They can't turn him heel because they don't have a baby face to replace him with. Who's the next big baby face besides LA Knight? Unless they trying to make Jacob Fatu a baby face, which he's over. Because if he comes back, he's gonna be super over. They're gonna give him a crazy ovation.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We know this.
Yeah, we all know it.
Cody's heel turn, I don't think it will happen right now. It'll probably have to be like at Mania or something big like that.
Yeah. But I'm not Cody Headmark anyway. Fuck Cody Rhodes. I fucking hate Cody
Sure.
Rhodes. I hate Cody.
Were you one of the Cody cryberries?
Fuck no, dude. I was pissed when he lost the title, but then started seeing just a downfall of him being booked like a fucking dipshit, man. Like, I saw him getting booked in like stupid shit, and I'm like, I'm done with this shit, man. I'm done seeing the bullshit. They didn't have
a storyline. They were doing great when they started the Cena thing, but it was pointless. Like, you used The Rock and Travis Scott for what?
Yeah. Fuck Travis Scott. The Rock, yeah. Travis Scott. No fucking talent.
That was a waste of a segment. That shit was so fire. We were like, oh shit, John Cena turned heel. I'm sorry, mama. John Cena turned heel. That's fire. But I don't know. They didn't do nothing with it. They didn't push their agenda. So who's the Cody Rhodes of GEW besides Wolf Danger?
Hold on. Hold on, DVD. I'm coming back. Hold on. Cody Rhodes. Damn. Oh, that's a fucking.
G-Dub.
Jeez Louise. Damn. Dude, that's a fucking good one. Oh, that's a fucking good one. Damn, that's really good too.
Right, a rising star or potential Hall of Fame talent. Damian Briggs. Killian Bane.
Hey, hold on, time out, hold on. Cody Rhodes. Damn.
Wouldn't it be Fly Guy?
Yeah, Fly Guy. Yeah, Fly Guy. That's what I was trying to figure out. Could be. I think it's Fly Guy. I think Fly Guy is the Cody Rhodes of GW. I feel that X is Drew. Now we're gonna totally go off subject here. And I'm gonna say this, God honest. This is the God honest, fucking truth. There's a Roman Reigns of this company. and I'm gonna say it until I'm blue in the face. And no, fuck. You are you're. I'm trying to think. I would put it would be a tie. It would be a tie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It would be a tie. I think Ego and you are a tie.
Definitely like.
It's you and Ego. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to front. I think it's you and Ego. You're right there, both of you. I think you and Ego are smack dab. You know what? Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But I think Ego locks it as like I'm the fucking head honcho. I've been doing my thing since day one. There ain't no stopping me. I think Ego is the Roman. And I'm gonna have to say Ego is Roman of GEW. So
I would say he's more like the Jey Uso of GEW.
Why is that? Somebody call him a one hit wonder. We call him a one hit wonder. I'm just saying that. Damn, there's a lot of like people out there that locked it in that can say like I'm the caliber of this guy. I'm a caliber of this guy. You know, and I think there's a lot of people that don't give themselves credit when credit is due. I hope to see more matches with like certain people. I hope to see like I said, Wonder Boy in more matches. I hope to see a lot of like some more Tyler Jones matches. I
more
think
like Ted DiBiase and IRS.
Oh God, he said like the Brooklyn Brawler. That was a good one. The Brooklyn Brawler. That's a good one.
I take it back. Briggs is probably like either he's like because he's popping and he got like a mark. I'm gonna say he's more like a Solo Sikoa.
No. If we're gonna go Jay Smoke, you said Jay Smoke or Briggs. What do you say? The Briggs or Jay Smoke?
Him and Jay Smoke together is like Jimmy and Jay.
Yeah, right there, hands down. So one of them can switch off. You know what I mean? But if you want to get technical, I think
me and Matt King could be like the New Age Outlaws.
No. Fuck no. You are not. Don't. No. If you want to get technical, your style.
Like LOD.
Don't. No, you're not LOD. Don't. You're not Legion of Doom. You're more like the APA, like the brute fucking force of them two guys, like fucking Farouk. That's straight. Like you go in, you're fucking hard hitting. You do your job. You go to fuck home. That's exactly what it is.
I'm only clouding with you, Briggs. If you had to compare Briggs to somebody to WWE, like his success that he has in GEW to WWE to somebody, who would that be? Serious shit though.
Really?
Not joking around.
Straight up Briggs' success. Let me look around my house for a minute. Hold on. I'm looking for something in my house. Hold on.
I'll give him more like a Triple H when like Evolution Triple H when he was like really dominant, like the game, like when he was in his prime kind of shit. Like I'll give him that. Like he's ruthless like that when he had that title run. Like nobody was fucking with him and shit.
I think Briggs really doesn't need anyone to say who he is. Comparison. I think Briggs is just Briggs, and that's how he's going to carry himself. Like, there's no really no
Yeah, but if you had,
comparison.
if you had,
No,
if you
no, I'm
had
not.
to like choose,
If you disrespect them,
because
Briggs
everybody resembles somebody. I resemble like a Stone Cold kind of thing. That's what I was going for, with a
yeah,
mixture of
is in
Razor
a group,
Ramon
a
kind of
kind
shit.
of
Like,
a different group. EBD. He's because Briggs does things different than other guys do. So you really can't. Everyone does something different. So, like you say, you're Stone Cold. Yada. I think Briggs is just set on what he wants to do at like this, what he wants to do. But I really can't say who Briggs is because I really don't know. Like his style, I really don't know, and that's a God's truth. I really can't pick a guy because
I could say
everyone.
maybe you could say somebody like a Braun Breaker. You know what I'm saying? Because he's strong. He's as strong as like Brock Lesnar. You know what I mean? But he moves like a Braun Breaker, because Braun Breaker is like
No,
dominant too. He's a
we're
beast.
not
You
going
know
to
what I'm
give
saying?
Briggs the Braun Breaker, Brock Lesnar thing. Briggs is to his own.
Yeah,
He's
maybe it's Brock Lesnar or something.
no, don't eat no, fuck no. And this is just listen. Like I said, Briggs beats to his own drum. Briggs does what he wants to do. Briggs is in his own little element, and that's what it is. Briggs is Briggs, and that's how it's going to be.
He won tonight too. Shout out to
I think
Briggs too for
Briggs
retaining.
is Briggs, and
Yeah.
Briggs is going to be Briggs. Briggs doesn't need to have that. Oh, I'm this guy or I'm that guy. No, he doesn't need that moniker. Like me, as a late, I don't want that moniker. I just want to be RJ Bombshell at the end of the day. I don't need to be compared to a wrestler at the end of the day. I'm RJ Bombshell, and that's who I'm going to be. And that's how it is. You know, everyone wants to compare themselves to a wrestler and stuff like that. At the end of the day, if you guys want to do that, then so be it. But there's other guys that don't need to do that because they're already making a name for themselves with what they're doing. And that's how it is. DVD, you made a name for yourself because what you do. Ego, Demon, A. Dot, Baker, Miss Dance. The list can go on and on. They made a name for themselves. They don't need to put themselves on a pedestal of these real wrestlers. They already have put themselves on a level of their own success. They don't need that shit. You know? And that, like I said, at the end of the day, you know, people are going to do what they want to do to benefit themselves at a call. Briggs, congratulations on winning. Congratulations on moving forward and keep on hustling. Anyone who won tonight, congratulations. Keep on hustling, doing your thing. Yada, yada, yada. You know, hopefully the young guys start coming out swinging. I love to see, you know, Psycho's come out swinging. He has a match with me again. Hopefully Psycho
Yeah.
put his full effort into the match. I hope that Johnny Hernandez starts seeing that he's good no matter what he's doing boot camp. I hope to see Caleb Hopkins do a little bit more and what he's doing. Like the list can go on and on and on. I hope that we see a lot of changes. I hope we see a little bit more A Dot in the ring. I hope we see that would be cool. See a little more of A Dot in the ring. I hope to see no, you see Mad King here and there. I'd like to see a little bit more of Mad King in the ring. There's a lot of guys now. Ego just came back and won the championship. I like to see Ego now. He's back. Let's get that's a round of applause right there. Ego coming back. You know, everyone thought that dude was like hiding somewhere. I didn't know where the fuck he was. Ego came back and handled business tonight. You know, and Ego has done what he wanted to do, and I'm happy to see Ego back, and I'm glad to see him out here shining like he needs to be. Hopefully, at the end of the day, Ego stays, you know, like I said, stays where he's at, stays in his lane, and keeps on moving forward. Same thing with everybody else. Hopefully, everyone just keeps on moving forward and staying in their lane and just keep on just staying in a positive, you know, mindset. You know, stay the fuck out of my way. That's all I need to know. That's all I say. Stay the
Yeah.
fuck out of my way. why I want to keep it. So don't get in my way. I won't get in your way. You don't get in my way. We don't cross paths. What you fucking do? But if it happens, it happens. I'm gonna have to put you down like a dog. Taking you back of the shit.
That makes sense.
That's how you gotta be. You gotta have that mean dog mentality, like that fight that dog in you. No one, like you haven't seen that in a while, and you need to have that fucking dog, that fight. So,
Hell yeah. GW Total Lockdown PLE recap. RJ Bombshell. What else? Tell us.
Listen, any question you guys got from my answer? I don't fucking hold no filter. I keep it 100. I keep it a bean. If you guys don't like what I say, come to me in my personal DMs. Let me know. Yo, this is Ralph. I didn't like what you said. Or, hey, Ralph, I didn't like how this went. Come to my DMs, but I'm just speaking the truth. You know, it's just my mindset of what I see as a person watching it, but also seeing it as a competitor. That's all it is, guys. I don't want people getting their feelings hurt. So, like I said, if you do, please message me in my DMs so we can figure it out and go from there. That's all I gotta say. So, if anyone, listen, it's like 12:18. If anyone else got any questions, I'll stay on for a little bit longer. If anyone got any questions, even DVD, if you got a question for me that you really want to know the question of, I'll answer it. You know, shit. Mm. Oh, shit. No. See what happens. Ain't really no questions being asked. So it's a lot we can talk about. I can keep on going on. If you want me, I can keep on going all night talking shit. I don't care. Shit. What else we got? We got the here we are, the factions. Let's bring this. Let's bring this to light. The factions that are in GEW. All right. We got the club. We got the house. We got PRX. We got Empire. We got the Gates of Chaos. I don't know any other factions beside those. But the Gates of Chaos, they're putting out promotions like their guys. Fucking, you got the chef, the final chief or final chef, whatever he is. He's putting in the work, killing it. You got freaking the house got who they got. You know, they just released a couple of people. The house is doing their thing. Hopefully they rebuild and, do what they need to do. PRX. We just saw that Savage Vega kind of just walked in and came back and handled his business. You got Khan, you got King Moose, you got, Gorilla Cruz kind of getting back in the fold. We'll see where that goes. Knock on wood. We'll see where that fucking goes. The club is just going to do the club. What they're going to do, they're going to jump you from behind. They're going to do what needs to be done to get themselves over. And that's how it's going to be. Damn. Empire, you really don't see them a lot, so I really can't say nothing about it. Tolos is just doing his thing. That's kind of cool. His little group doing their things, handling business. But I really don't see a lot of the Empire as much. Hopefully we get to see a little bit more of the Empire back in GW. I hope this year the factions start fucking doing what needs to be done and running that shit. You got people saying the house runs the shit. The house always wins. Then you got the Gates of Chaos saying what they're doing. The club doing what they're doing. The list can go on and on and on. We can be here all day. But I think the house still has a lot to prove. Because I think fucking the club has already inserted their foot in the business, and I think the house, and this is just me seeing it, and DVD, then you can put your 2 cents into this. I really feel like the house needs to really look into how to stop the club. If the house is about GEW and the house is about what needs to be done, what's best for GEW, it's to eliminate and eradicate the fucking club. Then it's to go after oh shit, I forgot the boot camp. Go after these other factions, and stuff like that, and eliminate them. They're saying they're a dominant faction. It's time for the house to go in and handle business. And I think the house needs to start looking at new, fresh meat for the grinder for the house. I think the house needs to open their doors and look at some of these young talent, look at these young, hungry dogs, and come over there and get, some learning experiences from A-Dot with like putting promos out, getting like the insight from a veteran like BBD, you know what I mean, stuff like that. You can go other places too, like Midas. You can go to Gates of Chaos. Well, let's not knock that, but I think right now the house needs to really step their game up in a way of.
But Midas is bigger than a faction. That's like
whatever.
a brand.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not saying in general. I really think
I know what
like
you're saying. No, I know what you're saying.
I want to see a lot of the factions. This guy's eating the donuts. This dipshit. I like to see a lot of the guys really doing that, or coming out the woodwork, knocking shit out of the park, and all. We'll see what happens,
Hopefully. Hopefully we get that, because we need that.
You need what really needs to happen. You need the what the house can do is you need to start looking at like I said, these young dogs, the newer champions, and go to them and be like, yo, what do you?
The house is
listen,
fine the way I built it.
Listen, you're not saying it. If you're taking a fight to these fucking elite things, like you got the fucking what's going to be in the open? The club. That's a fucking brawl and a half. I'm talking about these mega groups, and the house needs to. If they're saying that you guys are saying you're the dominant group, you need to shut down the club. That's what needs to happen. You guys need to put boots to asses.
We can though. That's the thing. We're trying to let them eat. That's the whole point of it. Let them eat.
Why do you let them eat when you guys are trying to be the dominant force? Don't let no motherfucker eat.
Because now it's endgame. Now the time is ticked and it's over. Everybody who was eating no longer is gonna eat. Now it's our turn. So we're coming for the tag team division. We're gonna hold down the tag team division, and we're also gonna be major singles champions. Because I'm gonna be a Grand Slam champion. I'm already a 2-time Grand Slam champion technically, but they don't want to give me that. But
the only belt is the belt is the guy you're talking to in the chat right now. I'm the only guy that's stopping you, and that's it. And and if we gotta throw downs, then so be it. I'm basically stopping you. I'm the only guy stopping you from being Grand Slam champion. That's true, and you don't like it.
Yeah. I wanna become Grand Slam on a PLE though. I don't want to just.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell fucking yeah! Hell, I would want the same fucking thing, dude. Hell yeah! Like I would fucking love to be fucking Grand Slam champion, but dude, I'm straight. Listen, I'm gonna say this I'm blue in the face. Man, A-Dot is. I'm gonna say this. A-Dot, I think, is where Ralph's hardcore, dude. You're not stopping RJ for being a hardcore guy. You can't do it. It's like RJ has himself shit, man. You know, RJ straight hardcore. We're gonna leave it just like that. So,
yeah.
So,
yeah, man.
You're like, oh, RJ's hardcore. We're gonna leave RJ as the hardcore guy. Hardcore it is. Oh, Ralph got the blood, sweat, and tears title. He's a hardcore guy. Well, this RJ man is fucking. He ain't. I'm not. I think this RJ I have now pretty solid. Yeah. So
It's good.
Yeah, we'll see how far it goes. So and shit like that. Talking about see how far RJ can get until I start dropping the ball and then bang, I gotta pick it back up again. So.
Word up.
So. I'm gonna mute my mic. I gotta go help the missus. I'll be right back.
Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do, brother. Anybody in the chat who's really out there, you would not be Grand Slam before me. I promise you. That's cap. I'm dumping a promo right now because I see that John Wigginton wants to smoke. I see that Hopkins wants to smoke. So I really wish that y'all consider bringing the Reaper into GEW because this nigga is a problem. Problem child. He's a gift and a curse. He's a gift for me, but a curse for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, Brooklyn Brawler. I don't know about Brooklyn Brawler. Just because I'm from Brooklyn, don't make me the Brooklyn Brawler. That nigga's a jobber. I'm a two-time Grand Slam champion. Not only a two-time Grand Slam champ, two-time World Heavyweight champ, I'm a two-time Intercontinental champ, four-time Tag Team champ. Shout out to Damian Briggs in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
It's cracking.
It's popping.
Can't call it. Chilling, working on trying to put a little card together for the mall. Knock some of this tournament shit out.
Let's go.
But yeah, just chilling for the most part. It's the word with you.
Shit, I'm over here kicking it with Bombshell, recapping the show. I was trying to tell everybody like what was the like a standout moment, like somebody that was like, "Yo, we spoke that the moment that wowed us was the whole Wonder Boy fighting a female for the world title, the woman's
I think that shit was just something that was out of surprise. Definitely a shot. It was a good
that was like a shock value.
Yeah, definitely something that crazy to kick the show off with. Good match too.
It was.
Shout out the Wonder Boy.
That's right. Shout out Wonder Boy. Shout out Kelly Red.
Shout out Kelly Red too. Yeah,
they went off. The thing that was that besides that there was like oh shit was Jack Graves attacking a lot of motherfuckers backstage talking about it's his time and shit. The nigga been making noise too. He's been cooking.
And Jack one of them ones. I mean, I done had numerous matches with Jack. Uh, Jack was one of the guys who pretty much brought me in the E-Feds. Well, and brought me in, started me off with my shit. He was the first one to invite me to a Fed, and like I said, I had a good rivalry. I had a good rivalry with Jack, and we still go back and forth here and there. Jack has his own
Yeah,
Fed too. His own Fed is he got some good
yeah,
shit
yeah.
over there. So
I,
shout out
I,
to
I
Jack.
fuck with this shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm whatchamacallit, in my rookie year in the E-Fed shit, I brought out with him like twice in BWC. That was
Mm-hmm.
like when I was like starting and shit. And
Yeah.
David Pope was another one. Shout out to David Pope.
Mm-hmm.
Like fucking Grand Slam, Demon X Grand Slam. Can you believe that shit? Shout out to you, Briggs, by
Yeah, shout
Johnny the
out.
Bandit.
Oh, shout out to Johnny Hernandez, my God. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Johnny was putting in that work too. That
He
match with
was. I
that
kind of
match with him,
like that
Bombshell,
brother.
Hopkins, and Psycho. That was a good one too. Like I said Psycho got eliminated. I didn't even know Psycho. I just seen him walking up the ramp, and then I kept seeing Hopkins follow him. That's why I didn't think he got eliminated, but packed that
Right.
boy up quick.
But Psycho is he's been more impressive since since his update. So
I,
shout out to
I think Psycho still has
he
as
got a
far
way
as
to
the
go. He still got some way
yeah,
to
he got a
go.
way to
Yeah.
go, but as far as the fighter, he can be a good fighter. But it just seemed like Psycho is always on going. He's always been like that since I've known him. He don't never take the time to sit back and come up with a plan. He just wants to fight anybody and everybody, which is it's cool. It's a good way to
Yeah.
go about things. You don't have a long lifespan doing that. You gotta actually take a plan. He likes to call out anybody who's champion. He wants to get in the ring with everybody who's at the top. Like, pick your marks, because that's where
Yeah.
your longevity comes into play at. Pick your marks. You can fight your way up within that certain division, I guess.
In the division you're in. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Stay in your lane until you work your way up.
Yeah,
Because you see how a lot of people do it. A lot of people are like him, like the way you said, that they come out of nowhere and they be like, "Oh, I deserve a shot at this type." Like, but you rushing for a belt, where it's like that doesn't, like, even if you have a belt, that doesn't make you like beast. You get what I'm saying? Like, you
right.
probably lose the belt on your first defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so you
Hmm.
shouldn't even get hyped over that.
Facts.
It's only certain people that actually can keep a title. Like, say the truth, like that world title, it been switching hands ever since, like, the last good successful run was yours, that you had like what 2 to 3 defenses on it
I only had two, but
successfully.
mine's could have been a lot better, I think. But mine still ended up playing into the storyline once we started this shit. It wasn't supposed to, because if we go back to that story, I was supposed to get attacked before the Hopkins match, but we didn't get to plan the A dot right away. So we ran the match with
Right.
me and Hopkins. But I was supposed to get attacked before that match and then relinquish both titles. No, but that's how I was going about it. Because again, once you're in this shit for a long period of time or whatever, the titles is the titles. You know what I mean? Even when I came back, I could have went back and said I need to go for that heavyweight title again, for the world title again. But I know because Hitman even said before even Hitman even went for it, he was like, "We got to get that title back to you." I was like, "Man, I'll get back to it when I need to." So when we came up with the whole idea to kidnap A Dot, Hitman came up with the idea to throw in some demands and shit. That was all Hitman. So once Hitman said he wanted the title shot, hey, go for it, so I can do
Yeah.
extra shit here and there. Even now, I still, with Hitman losing, you would think, oh, Briggs is about to go back for the title. I'm not. I still got a bunch of other stuff to go for as well, like bunch of other stuff to do, storylines and all of that shit. You see, I'm going back and forth with
Yeah.
Vega now because we're gonna do a
You,
PRX and Club Elite, and I still got the boot camp shit going on. And then you add Midas in there because when Ego left, I was his last match. So when he came coming back he had a good ass match today too. Shout out to Ego. So
Yeah, he cooked. He cooked.
they,
Oh yeah.
to
I'm
come back,
saying.
I'm like, you know, I know me and Ego are gonna have to go at it eventually. But like I said, I got so many outlets going on now. So where I'm not thinking about the world title like that. It's always a want for everybody because you're at the top of the company. But at the same time, you still got to sit back and think of what can you do when you don't have it, when the title isn't the focus. That's how you create the
Facts.
storyline. That's how you go with building yourself and building everything around you.
Facts. That's what like
And
tell you the truth. Everything you said is exactly accurate. Because when I first came in, I didn't go straight for the world title. I didn't get like opportunity. I earned my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
hmm
really like condone. I don't really condone that shit. Just because you my man's and I fuck with you and your shit and your brand and your show, that don't mean that I want the world title from your show. I mean, I do want the world title in TXT and ASW, of course, but I don't want it just off rip my first match, my second, third match. I want that
right,
shit like I wanna beat niggas up and I want niggas to understand like, yo, but this nigga is like 5-0 technically. You know
right,
what I'm saying? Like niggas talk like that. I don't want niggas to be talking on some like, oh, but this nigga just got here yesterday. Just because this nigga's like popping somewhere else or he's famous and niggas know him or whatever, that don't make him like top notch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. Exactly. This shit is just all work. And even I know Fly Guy, I think Fly Guy is still in here. But even Fly Guy, he know me and him still got unfinished business. I think that I'm one of the guys Fly Guy hasn't beaten. He beat me in the multi-man matches, but I'm one of the guys who he hasn't beaten, and he know we gotta see each other eventually. Even when he had won the match that we was all in for the IC title and the Blood, Sweat, and Tears title, before that match happened, he called me out and said he wanted to do a one on one. So I'm like, me and A Dot was talking about that, and was like, we can get to that. But after Fly Guy won the titles, then he dropped the titles, and A Dot said he was going for the world titles. So, yeah, we could put that on the back burner and cook up something eventually. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, Big Time
How
stays the
long
rookie
did
of the
it?
year for 3 years in a row.
Huh?
That's crazy.
How
This
long did
nigga
it
Big
take
Time
me to
say he's
get
the
my first title? Where Johnny and GEW? I think for my first
this nigga
title.
bought this nigga bought a show because this nigga had like 100,000 and he bought a
Nah, that
show
wasn't
and
my
he wanted
first
the
title
title on
though.
this. Nah,
That
nah, I'm
wasn't my
fucking
first
around.
title. My first title was my first title was the IC title. That was the push. That's why I said I'll call myself the I don't care what y'all
Was
say.
it
I'll
the
call
IC
myself
title?
the
Yeah, it
yeah, I'll
probably
call
was.
myself
It probably
the
was.
greatest because I never really lost the IC title and I was this is crazy. I never lost the IC title and I was two-time Intercontinental champion
That's
because
crazy.
I relinquished the shit. But I had about 5 or 6 title defenses with that title. The reason I even fought Ego was because me and Ego were co-main event in the PLEs. You know what I mean? IC title and the world title
Yeah,
match. And then it's nowhere else for me to go but up. But I also told ADOT, like, hey, if this shit don't make sense, then let's not do it. And ADOT was like, man, fuck that. And I said, I can't just say, because I could have just been like, Briggs versus Ego, world title, and that's it. I put my title on the line too, so it was a title for title match. No, like I don't
yeah.
really have anywhere else to go but up, so I might as well. Plus, out of Yahoo Camp, Ego was the only one that I'd never fought, so I'm like that has to happen anyway. We might as well just do it now, and that's how that shit came about. But yeah, like I said, you just
That's
get
what
around and
like that.
start doing other shit. So
That's the plan that I got going on for my thing. That's I spoke to AW behind the scenes and shit, and I was like, yo, so I don't really like I be talking shit in the chats and I be talking shit in like the live stream and shit like, oh, I deserve this title shot, I deserve this. Like I'm only clowning when I say shit like that. But in reality, what I'm really gonna do once I do become Grand Slam, I'm just gonna go ahead and like fight, but like fight when it matters, like on pay-per-views and shit. And if I have to put somebody over, like meaning if I lose that match in a PLE kind of shit, somebody who's like up and coming, you know what I mean? Like a new guy and shit.
hmm
Not new because even though like I consider Jack Graves a new guy, but he's not a new guy because he's been doing this shit for years. You get what
right,
I'm saying? But he's not but he's new to GEW. So that's what I'm saying with a new guy. You know
right,
what I
I
mean?
get it.
So I put a new nigga. I put somebody over a new person because I'm already a 2-time world champion. So I don't really need the
Mm-hmm.
world title anymore. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You don't never actually. I don't think you ever actually need any title, but you want the title, and it's as long as you're competing. That's why I tell everybody if you're competing in this shit, you're always competing to be at the top. If you're not doing it to get the top prize, then what are you doing it for? You know what I mean? Because you want to be
100%.
the guy. You want to be the guy that everybody, oh, he's the champ. He held it for X amount of years or X amount of time, whatever, or he's had it for this many times. I need to see that guy. So it's always a want for the world title because it's the top prize. It's the mark. You know what I mean? Everything else is necessary to have under that, but the top prize is the mark. So
Facts.
you're always gonna want that. Like I said, I want the world title now, but I still got a bunch of other shit to do before I decide to put myself back in that picture.
Right. That's what I'm doing too with the world title shit. I'm not gonna go back for the world title anytime soon right now because I'm just gonna let I want like Mad King to win the world title, but I don't want him to just get the world title right now either. I want him to
Right.
like earn his way so niggas won't talk shit and be like, oh, but he only got it because A Dot is in the house and shit like that. You know what I mean? I want it to
Yeah,
make sense.
I say he's still. Me personally, I think Mad King still got a ways to go as well. You know what I mean? I think that as long as I spoke to him about it. You know, you can always put yourself in a picture. It's just about how you go about it. You know, it's like I said, even if you can either we got backstage attacks that we do. We got promos that you can cut. You know what I mean? You got a show that you can buy. I got about 110K now to buy another show if I wanted to. But at the same time, I wouldn't buy the show and just be like, yes, got the show back in the world title. That's not how I want to operate. But I can buy
Nah,
a
because
show and just put some things together.
what you yeah, exactly. What you can do is you can base it on storyline shit and like make it
It
make
should
sense
always
for whoever
where
is like,
where we're at now with things, it should always be things that hits the storyline. You know what I mean? Everybody has a path that they're taking with a bunch of, like I said, I'm jumping in this feud now with PRX while I'm in the middle of already still beefing with Boot Camp and Midas and shit. But this Lazarus Hyde match came out of nowhere. So it's a whole bunch of different twists and turns that you have to take to actually keep things moving. But me doing this still brings a lot of people that sideline into this big storyline. You know what I mean? So it's just a bunch of
yeah,
shit that's in the works, and then on top of that, you have other shit that's just coming out of nowhere that people still got to pay attention to. Like you getting attacked by Hopkins, should we? It's something that we
yeah,
all probably should have seen coming, but nobody's seen it coming. You know, and I thought that was
right.
fire
That's
how
why.
that shit
That's what.
played out.
And tell you the truth, we've been working on that angle for a minute on the low backstage. Like we were like, yo, what we're gonna do is we're gonna first drop the promo where we're like in a round table and shit. We're in like a table and we're all gonna discuss business and we're gonna kick people out. And we're gonna kick
Hmm.
people out because they're gonna make like A Dot was like, yo, you're still gonna be like the main picture of the story. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
meaning me. Meaning like you're still gonna be the cocky, arrogant motherfucker talking that bullshit, talking about I built this house and I built GW and all that shit to keep that going, but also to like show no remorse either, like show everybody like, yeah, I'm not the backstabber that people think I am, but I talk like I am. You get what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
you never know. He's like leave the options open so we can work both ways.
But see that opens a lot of doors
No,
though. Like on some real shit, that opens a lot of doors to other stories to build up. Like and
of
people don't
course,
see that
bro.
shit.
This is like this me and Hopkins shit was brewing for a minute already because that was supposed to been happen.
Yeah,
That me and Hopkins shit. The thing is like we were holding back on it because Hopkins was going through some shit, like out of character shit, like that he had to settle, and now he's back. So now we can work it. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah. I
you can't work a story one sided. You can't just go and drop promos and start talking shit, and then the other person doesn't respond
yeah.
because it makes no sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's cool to see. Like in general, I can't wait to see the story. Like the stories just pop off. Like just to
I'm
see
working.
what.
I'm working two storylines right now. I got two main storylines that have no titles in it. My two storylines that I'm working has no titles. I'm working on with Hopkins because it was overdue, and that's like a story that's never gonna end. That's like it's gonna continue going, like Briggs
Yeah.
versus me all the time. It's gonna happen like later down the line again and again and again, right? So that's the Hopkins story. But now I'm cooking something up too with Wigginton because Wigginton saw some fuck this whole everybody being in gang shit. So I'm gonna work an angle with him now on some shit. I'm not gonna blow it up, but I'm gonna respond to his promo and then we're gonna work on some shit behind the scenes that is gonna get like a storyline popping that way,
There's only
And if he beats me, like he gets over because I'm talking so much
yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like even that's the thing because like I'm a big like I'm not to say that I'm just because it's me, but in reality, like I'm a big deal when it comes to like storyline based shit because I talk so much shit that you want to like fight me. You get what I'm saying? You'd be like, yo, beat this nigga's ass already for talking shit so much. You get what I'm saying? So that makes you over. That puts you over if you beat me because I talk so much shit to get that. Like right now with fucking Tyler Jones, I'm talking so much shit to Tyler Jones that if he actually fights me and beats me, nigga, what am I gonna say? Like I'm gonna keep talking shit, of course, but
Of
he
course.
got me. You get what I'm saying? And he's over because he'd be like, yo, that shit was coming. That was a long time coming. That nigga needed to kick your ass already. You get what I'm
All I
saying? So
know
that's
is
why I feel like that's just gonna boost up John Wigginton right now. Watch.
I told you DVD. You just gotta hit me up in my DMs.
It's freezing. It's freezing.
It's always a good idea. This is the Johnny. It's always a good idea to change change up things on your core because you're always going to see something wrong with your core. And as long as you can identify that and know what you need to work on, then it's always a good deal to do.
Huh? Just play upstairs. Yeah. Come on.
Oh man.
That shit's gonna cook, bro. We're gonna cook. We're gonna go off. Yeah, you gotta. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help out Psycho too, cause a couple people hit me up on the low and told me Mad King. I did tell you the truth. What I did was, if Briggs ever gave you guys like advice, that's basically what I did. I took Briggs's advice on certain things, and but I was doing certain things already that he was already doing when it was coming to the creating the moves and all that shit. Like I literally take a month to make my guy, bro. Like 3 weeks before I like upload him to like officially. The only thing in 25, it took me like 2 to 3 days, kind of shit. And I was like, fuck it. Because that's I rushed and I forgot about the AI tendencies and all the other shit. That's why people were like, yo, but how many niggas you gonna put up? I'm like, all right, nah, that was my fault. But I fell off a little bit in 25 because I rushed it and then a lot of shit happened. Like, I don't know. And then, but I'm back now. 26 is different. Wait, 2K26 come out. It's over.
It's
I
just
have to
all
get
about
these
this,
stuff.
just working and playing around with this shit. It's no
Yeah,
different from any other game. You know what I mean?
you gotta take your time and look through every single moves. Just because you see a move that you like and you stop looking at other moves, there's other moves that do more. And you guys, like a lot of people, I'm gonna tell you a little secret about creating your move sets. Go with like they show you the body dummy on the side, and it shows you like the hit points on what it does damage on. Like work with that too. Like make that connect. You know what I'm saying? So like if you're gonna like attack the head, then attack the arms, then attack the body, then attack the legs. You know, like there's moves that is you can set up in the combo endings and all that combo enders. You know, so get it together, y'all. That's
How'd
all I
you
was gonna
feel?
say about that.
How'd you feel about your match?
I felt like I did good about my match. I think my guy is he's all right. He's not as good as the Reaper though. Like I know he's not because I could see it. You know what I mean? Like, and if anybody has both characters or they seen both characters, like you guys know both characters already, right? So you know that the Reaper is better. So I was disappointed that I don't have my Reaper moves on him like I should have, like the way you said you recommended the other days, and I was like,
Hmm.
but I think I did pretty good in the match. I didn't get the main thing that if I lose in a multi-man match that has no eliminations, I'm all right with that because I don't usually lose. I'm not the guy who loses. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not the guy who drops the ball in the match. The one who does the ball. Let's see. So that's the thing I do. But besides that, I think the match was good. I think I did good. It's just I think that fucking Savage is a fucking he's an asshole and he fucked up my whole plan, my whole movement. Been fucking up my shit since a couple of nights ago. Shout out to Vega though. But you dropped the ball, you let Tolos win the match like a fool. Tolos was asleep. Tolos is like he fell off the map and now you put him back on the map. Should have kept him down while he was down. And now you let him rise up.
But you can't really call multi-man matches because them shits is always random. Like I was surprised to see
Yeah.
Bombshell win his, which again, like I said, celebrate that win. Congratulations, that was a big win. But when it comes to
Uh,
multi-man matches, they be so tricky. You can never tell. You know.
it's like that match with Big Lou, with Ink Slinger and Jack Graves and
Hmm.
CJ Wolf. That
Yeah.
match was fire, right? Because you got three big motherfuckers, and then you got the little nigga CJ Wolf going around here cooking them. Because he's speed. That's what it was. It's the speed that beats power. These guys are big, yeah, but if this guy starts hitting you with combos and hits you with like jumping, flying moves and shit, you're done.
Yes, the difference
Done.
when it comes to your core in itself. Big body styles they start to move slower when it comes to like super heavyweights, even heavyweights. Compared to like a light heavyweight or a cruiserweight, and then
Right.
once you get your fighting style down packed, whether you're a striker or a tech, high flyer, powerhouse, giant, and shit like that, all of that shit plays a part. You just have to take what you got and make the best of it.
That's 100%. Yeah, but you're right. Sometimes it's the styles, man. The main event too. I want to talk about the main event. What do you think about your match before we get to the main event shit though? Like, what do you thought about your match? Because we already know how Jay felt about his match. He was glad that he won that shit. But like you said, multiple man matches is difficult to call sometimes.
My match,
You know, then he
I don't have
dominated.
I don't have no knock on Hyde. I think Hyde is a good core. Um, Hyde is definitely one that'll surprise you, and I
Nah,
think
he's a
that
sleeper. He's a
yeah.
he's a sleeper core. Like he's a like you may see him lose like multiple man matches sometimes, but then sometimes he'll win those matches, and then
Hmm.
sometimes you have him in big opportunities where he's like going for a belt, and the nigga will win that bout. Like, and then all of a sudden, like he'll fall off like a match or two, and then he's right back at it, and you're like, oh shit, like where the fuck this nigga came from? Wasn't he
Right.
just But
And
so
same thing
shout out to
like
Hyde.
like I said in the chat. I think I would have won the match because of course I won the match with my damn foot on the ropes. I had to get the cheat win, but I think that
Shit,
I would have won anyway because like I said, I hit high with like 4 or 5 finishes already. So it wasn't too much that he could do. Like a couple more hits, he would have been done. But that's just 2K shit. But I was pleased with the match. It was a good match overall. I think that was the first time I actually got in there with Hyde. So, like I said, Hyde is a good core. Um, shit just happened to work in
beat
my
me every
favor.
time I fought him. Good shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
The motherfucker goes and wins the luck of the draw, and then it beats the title that I cashed in for in the beginning of the year. I was
Yeah,
tight.
and then
I was like, "Yo, why you
beat
didn't put
you
that at 25
he beat you in your match on top of that.
in my own match?" Yeah, I was convinced because remember when we fought, it wasn't officially in 2K25. When I won the belt, it was 24.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it was it was a whole brand new game. Like it was like I was hyped. I was like, that's why I was like, yo, I'm ready. And niggas was like, you sure you're ready? And I was like, I'm positive I'm ready. And I was not ready. That nigga got packed up. So vicious. I was like, damn. And then I came back thinking that shit was gonna. I was like, it's a one thing, And I went and lost the Reaper's touch. I made the Reaper look like a schmuck. So I was like, nah, I gotta change this. So overall, yeah, that was a good match. Though I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Like I said, I fuck with Hyde. It's funny to hear the shit talking about his core. How you be calling him a soccer
Yeah,
mom and shit. But
yeah.
overall
Because
he
his
does
haircut
have
and
a
his
good
music,
yeah.
nice. He's
He does have
official.
a
Like, I
yeah,
can't
he
even
got a
knock him.
good core, good build. You know, again, like I said, I personally think that I I personally think Hyde should be back within that. He should be back within that. He's one that I say should be back within that title picture. That's because I felt like when he had the title, his match versus Ego, that was I feel like it ended kind of bad. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah,
it looked like a squash match pretty much. And I always told Ada, I said, man, Hyde needs to get back in that title picture because of course he didn't get no rematch after that. So even when I did my own card, I had set up the two fatal five ways, and I put Hyde in one of those matches because I wanted to see Hyde at least try to get back into that picture. And SGK and Hopkins won those matches, but I always felt like Hyde should have, found some way to make it back to the world title. So I still think that he's one of those guys
100%.
that can get there. But yeah, like I said, I thought the match today was pretty good with me and Hyde.
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
was it was more like it was more like a bit one sided. Even though you won with the cheat, it was a bit one sided because it was more like he had some moments. He had some
yeah,
moments and shit, but like you had more moments than he did. You get what I'm saying? Like we already knew. All right, some matches you could tell. Like when they one on ones, you could tell who's gonna win that match. Even though like
hmm
low key you looking and you be like, I like this nigga's getting beat up too much, or like this guy's like he gets reversed a lot. If you get a lot of your moves reversed, then your guy's not like strong enough for the other guy. You get what I'm saying? I've
hmm
noticed that, and I noticed that a lot of shit like happens like when I get my shit reversed a lot, I'm like, oh, like I'm like, this nigga's not gonna win this match. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And then the shit that gets me too, that gets me tight, is like there's moments in matches where we bring in weapons like steel stabs or like whatever,
Oh
and
hell
it's in the
yeah.
way. And I
hmm
hate that shit because it's in the way for me to hit you with something, but then it's not in the way for you to hit me with something. You get what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
like, you son of a bitch, and that shit
hmm
gets me every time. I don't say nothing because I'm like, fuck it, it is what it is, because I don't care. But deep inside, something about me cares. It's like, you motherfucker, 2K, you piece of
hmm
shit. It's not nobody's fault. It's 2K's fault. It's nobody's fault. But
Right.
it's shit like that. And then when I see that and when I see the reversals, I'm like, damn, my nigga's not ready for this match. But the Reaper don't
hmm
have that problem. I see the Reaper like because the Reaper's moves are like more technician moves. You get what I'm saying? Like my moves will lead you into a submission. So like if I hit you with like a combo or some shit, or like I hit you with like a suplex, that suplex, after I hit you that suplex, I'm grabbing your neck and neck hold, like on a choke hold, or I'm grabbing your arm and stretching it. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not stopping from here. I need
hmm
my guy to keep that energy. Like don't
Right.
stop hitting. After a move, get back on top of him. Keep on hitting him with some other shit. Don't let the nigga breathe. That was the shit that I was on 24 and 23, shit like that. I was on that type of energy. But at 25, it wasn't like that. 25 was more like this nigga's mocking niggas, showing off. Remember, I was fucking putting bitches through tables. You know what I'm saying? Sticking my fingers out and shit a lot. That's what I was basically doing at 25. So in 25, I was more like, it was more of a show than it was me taking my character serious. You know,
Right.
like people was losing respect for my dude. Like y'all niggas was all talking about it. Everybody was like, "Come on, not you again." You know what I mean?
but I'm pretty sure. Well, when it comes to other people, yeah, it might take effect. I can understand that. With me personally, I'm just gonna talk shit to whoever. But that's just because that's
Of
how I
course,
am.
of
You
course.
know.
Me
So
too. That's
even
how I am too.
if I tell you like your core ain't shit, I still have a high respect for a lot of people well, for one, I have a lot of respect for people when they work. But when it comes to their actual core, I know who you are. I know what you've done. I'ma still shit talk you, but you know, at the same time, I still have a high level of respect for certain people. You know,
Of course. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got nothing but like that's why I don't disrespect nigga shit. I talk shit about y'all, but I don't disrespect y'all at work and shit. I just straight just talk shit.
I
I'm
know
like,
when I know when it's time to
who's home look like this?
I know when it's time to get into a match with certain people. It's certain cause that I know I can walk over, but it's still that possibility that they can win. That's just because that's just the 2K mechanisms. But at the same
Yeah,
time, I also know it's people who I can get in there with, and I know they're gonna give me a hell of a fight, and that shit can go either way.
exactly. It's like that time when you fought the villain. You fought the villain one time on your show, and the nigga like
Hmm.
completely dominated you. You feel me?
Hmm.
On some like wow. And like
Yeah.
you, every time you fought before, it was never like that. It was always back and forth. Always like,
Right.
yo, wow, that was a hell of a match. This one was on some like, yo, this nigga beat the shit out of you.
The
And it's
bad
like you're
thing
right.
is that
Basically,
shit
that's what,
at the score doesn't tell the story of that match because the score actually ended 7-5 for him, but he
right.
dominated that whole damn match. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm sitting here looking like on my system, this is
In my
outrageous.
universe, my game,
Yeah,
yeah, it's crazy.
this
Like, yeah,
this nigga got
2K.
some
It
nerve.
really like, yo, that shit was wild. Cause I was like, yo, and everybody was like, yo, that shit is crazy. But
Hmm.
in reality, like you said, like the story behind it is different compared to the match. The match should have
Right.
lived up to what the story should have been. And it was too late for
Hmm.
you to come back. Because that's another thing too that gets me tight. Like when I'm in Iron Man matches, like you get dominated in the beginning, and then it's like once they get a big lead on you, it's harder for you to come back because now you want to instead of pinning them or doing a submission, you want to go and get weapons. Like,
Right.
come on. Or you want to go out the ring and look for some. Like, why you got to do that? Why you can't just get
Yeah,
the
and
like
like I
you
said,
know you're down in
the
the
two
card,
K
right?
the 2K mechanisms play a big part in that because you get into the match and you hitting them with the finishes, and these motherfuckers don't go for the pin right away, or if they do go for the pin, motherfuckers is kicking out, and you like, we knee deep in this match, like it's a 30-minute Iron Man match, and we got 10 minutes, and you still kicking out of finishes is wow. Know what I mean? And I
That's
seen that
crazy.
shit today. I seen that today, and with the Hitman and Fly Guy match, they got knee deep into the match, and they still kicking out of finishes. I always told, and I've always said this to Hitman. This is why I said it in the chat where I was like, "Fuck this match," because that No Man's Land match is a wild ass match. It's a brutal match, but the thing is, if you're fighting somebody who has subs as finishes, they'll go for the subs. You can't do that
Yep,
in these pin only matches, which I think 2K needs to fix that shit. If it's a pin only, your caution, no, this is just a pin only match, so don't use the sub finishes. But
that part.
no,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, that shit
Like
don't
how
work like
like
that.
if you know you're down in the if you know you're down like fucking 5-3 or 5-2, why are you not going for the pin? You only got like 5 minutes left on the clock. Like you
Right.
know you're down. You're down 3. You're down 4. Come on, get to that.
Hmm.
You wanna go look for a baseball bat or a chair. Like why?
Exactly.
Why are you gonna look for a bat and a chair? Like what's the point of this? Please. You do
Facts.
that when you're like that should be the other guy doing that. The other guy should be running the clock like that. You're running the clock and you're down, but the other guy should be running the clock like getting out the ring and looking for weapons and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Do me a favor, clean this. Y pásalo más por this year.
It's crazy, bro. I'm telling you.
All this is dirty.
What would you say is next for DBD?
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna chase. I'm still gonna chase the Grand Slam shit, but I'm not gonna like OD chase it. Like you know how I was chasing it in 25. Like I was
Mm-hmm.
like always trying to get into the mix. I was cashing in and I was doing other shit. I'm not doing that this shit. Like now, if it comes, it happens. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm gonna roll with the storylines here, and I'm gonna like climb the ranks. Like legitimately, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna fight everybody I need to fight. Whoever's like, you know, the new guys that I figured that are new, like John Wigginton, like Jack Graves, all these guys like that, Ink Slinger, these niggas, like shit like that. I'm gonna fight those guys, like in GW now, and I'm gonna. If I beat these guys, I'm gonna those. That's gonna like prove that I'm ranking up and I'm going up in the ranks in order to get like a world title shot, maybe a number one contender shot one day. And if I get the world title, I get the world title. But
Do you
if it
feel like
happens
it's
to be the
do you
BS
feel like it's
contender before,
necessary? Do you feel like it's necessary to build yourself in a way where I know you feel like, well, I already had this title, so do I really need this title? Or would you go for other titles even though you don't need them?
nah, I don't. If I don't need them, what I'm gonna do is, and they just fall, like if they just fall into my lap type shit, if I win them, then I'm just gonna like storyline base. I'm gonna vacate the title, like I'm basically just gonna like basically disrespect the title. I'm gonna be like, yo, get this shit out of here, like in a promo type shit. I'm like, yo, hey, Dot, I don't need this. Put
So
it, make a tournament,
if
and
you
let's
would have
go from
won that
there.
match today, you would have did that with that title.
Absolutely. I told A that I was gonna do that too. He was like, yo, I hope you win. I was like, no doubt, because I was like, yo, if I get this title, it means nothing. So I
Mm-hmm.
told him, I was like, when I win it, I was like, yo, if I win this title, you're gonna say that I'm a 2-time Grand Slam champion. And he was like, nah, I'm not doing that. I was like, all right. So I was like, if I win this title, then I'm gonna vacate it. Then I'm just like dead ass right after I win it, like right then and then I'm gonna say it in the chat, and then you're gonna say it out loud, like, ladies and gentlemen, DVD just vacated the on like the ultra violent whatever title, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I would have did, because that was legit. What was the plan behind the scenes? I just don't like. I can't really blow it up and shit.
Oh
But
yeah,
like
yeah,
that
of
was
course.
because but in other words too, like you see how me and John Wigginton got some beef shit. So
Yeah.
now if he's like, if I had a title like that, instead of vacating it, A would like not let me vacate it, and who would just be like, yo, you're gonna fight John Wigginton for it. You know what I'm saying? So that just puts John Wigginton over with the title, and he beat me. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's a win-win for him.
Mm.
But that's what it was. But like what Ego's doing, like Ego's doing what we was talking about earlier, like a couple days ago, when he was like, he's already like in the world title picture, like wherever it comes to the storyline shit, like that's the division he's gonna be in when it comes to storyline. So he's gonna be for somebody who either is world champion or somebody who held the world title or somebody who's going for it, kind of shit. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like that's where it makes more sense for him to be in. Like you can't have him fight for, you know, like the ultra violent title or shit like that, because there's no point of that.
Mm-hmm.
If it happens, it happens. You know, like the $1 billion shit, that's good because if you get 3 defenses with a $1 billion title, you can cash that in.
Right.
World title. That's it. Gucci right there. I think Demon X became Grand Slam champ.
Him and Tolos, right?
Him and Tolos. That's facts. That shit got me.
Yeah.
I was like, man. I was like, hey, that you just can't say that I'm a 2-time world champ already. 2-time Grand Slam. Nigga. Like, because I am. You know? The nigga's like, nah. I was like, because
Oh
you don't really
god.
need those other titles. You don't really need those shits. You know what I'm saying?
The
Like
Grand Slam thing is funny because, well, like I said, I never heard of the rules that you guys have until I came over here. But
that's Hopkins' rules.
yeah, you technically only need 4 titles. It don't matter the main card. I mean the mid cards. You have to have the world title, the tag title, and then 2 mid cards. That's Grand Slam. It's always been the rule for that. But you know,
Yep, that's exactly what it was, bro.
Oh, God, I told you. Look at the time. So that's too tall. Clean hot spot too. A little thing where she puts her food in her bowl
The
and sleep and
the Hitman and Fly Guy shit. The match was dope. The storyline is even doper though.
oh yeah,
Like you feel me? Because I felt like if even if Hitman would have won, I felt like they would have had to do a third fight for that. You get what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't be happy with just all right. Well, that's it. Fly
they
Guy goes back
technically
in the line.
wouldn't because Fly Guy would have just had the 2 title defenses, I guess. But I mean, and on top of that, Hitman had, told whatchamacallit, Mad King if he won, he would have turned around and defended on the next show against Mad King. But
Oh, true.
I
Yeah,
don't think
I
Fly Guy
remember
would have
seeing that.
been I don't think Fly Guy would have been out of the picture completely, you know what I mean? Um Rightfully so. Because he been doing this thing. Again, like I said, it's pretty much the same thing with me. I could have came back after the whole, you know, thing of me dropping it because I had 2 title defense and I could have been like, I'm coming back for that title. But it's just it's how you go about it. Like I said, we run so much stuff here, it's backstage attacks, it's promos and all that stuff. You could easily just in Fly Guy's case, if he did lose, he could have easily threw a promo out there and said he wanted to get a rematch or I know with my show I like to do that shit. If a motherfucker has 2 title defenses and he asks for a rematch and the champion says let's go, then shit, we're gonna get it on. You know what I mean? I let the champion decide that. And I'm pretty sure in Fly Guy's case, if he wanted to do that, he probably could have. So he went. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have been completely out of the title picture. But it's still other ways to go about things because we got shit coming up like luck of the draw. Who knows? He could have been right back into the fucking Rumble match, and last year he got the 30th pick. He could have turned around and got 30th pick again or something like that, and won the number 1 contenders match that way. So I feel
That's
like there's a
facts.
bunch of different ways you could play off of that shit.
That's facts. I feel like that's what I feel like we could do with Fly Guy the same thing they doing with Cody. You feel me? Like if Fly Guy would have lost and he would have probably entered luck of the draw and probably won that shit and came back. And they're gonna do that with Cody Rhodes. Like you already know
I don't
that
I
Cody
don't think they're
lost.
gonna give I don't think they're gonna give Cody a third Rumble win because he shouldn't
You
have
don't
he
think
shouldn't have
so?
got the second, to be honest. They should have never gave him the second one. And then they ended up fucking that whole storyline up. So I'm pretty sure they don't want to have to go through that aspect of things again. I personally think they're probably gonna pull somebody up. So I think you go give that shit to like a solo or fucking Dirty Dom or even a
I
Braun
say
Breaker.
Jacob Fatu. I
Yeah,
say
Jacob
Jacob
Fatu as
Fatu.
well. Yeah. I think Jacob Fatu is definitely one of the ones to put up there, especially with the way he came back, interfering in that. Well, yeah, interfering in that Drew McIntyre Cody Rhodes match. I think they're gonna have him start somewhat of a rivalry with Cody Rhodes, probably. But I also think
Yeah.
he
I
can
think I
probably.
think it was Cody that attacked him.
Yeah, I do
Yeah, go
too.
ahead. What you
I
saying?
said that shit to Hitman. I think it was Cody because every time Drew came out and Drew was like, I didn't do that, Cody would be like, oh yes you did, shut up and let's fight, and try to cut him off and shit. So
Yeah,
I think, he
yeah.
didn't they trying to keep that blocked or whatever and then actually bring that to light. So I think Fatu will come
Trying
out
to
and say
sell
it
him.
was Cody. Yeah. And then you go and then we get the hill turn from Cody that they should have been did, you know.
It's that they don't got a baby face to replace him yet. Like we don't have a baby face in GW. I think Fly Guy's a baby face. Like he gives me Cody vibes as like he's the world champ. Like, everybody likes him. He doesn't really have nothing bad to say about people. He's like, all right, let's fight.
I think
Like
the baby face
he's
that
not.
they're pushing, I think the baby face they're pushing right now will probably be Sammy, which I think is stupid. Nobody want to keep seeing
Yeah,
Sammy
but
put in
he's
the spotlight.
but but he's due for a world title run. So I think that's where it comes in. He's gonna beat Drew because he ends up beating niggas like fucking Gunther, like big names, like big guys like that. You know what I'm saying? And he dethrones them. So probably see Drew McIntyre and Sammy at the at the. They probably give Sammy the Royal Rumble, and you see
Well,
him
no,
at Mania
they running
versus
the
Drew.
tournament for the number one contender for the Rumble, because they're gonna have to have a title match at the Rumble. So they got that tournament going, and it's like Randy Orton, Sammy, Trick Williams, Solo, and it's
It's too
four
early
other
for Trick
people in
though.
there. Yeah,
I like that they pushed him right, but it's too
they
early for him.
yeah, they just throwing people in the tournament to actually make the tournament. But I think that I want Randy to win that shit.
Oh yeah,
Randy can be the ultimate, one to come out on top of that. And I think that Randy's coming towards the end of his career too, so they want to get him those title runs because I think he's at 14 now. I think
yeah.
Randy
He's
should have got
first.
17 before
They,
Cena.
I think they should have gave Randy the 17 also because Randy was another one that's loyal and he's always been like, and he's a second generation, like you know what I mean. Like
Hmm.
he's not. He's a nigga that his father and grandfather and shit did that. You know what I'm saying? He's like third generation. So his
Yeah.
grandfather, his father, and him. You feel me?
Hmm.
Like you gotta let niggas like that be 17. At least if you're not gonna let him pass Cena, at least tie it. You know what I mean? Or
Right.
at least give him one before it. Like let him tie with Flair, but that's corny. Like I don't think nobody should tie with Flair. First of all,
Hmm.
the only reason they let Cena pass him was because Cena's a WWF guy. He's always been a WWE guy from day one. So the moment he signed to the moment he left, he was always trying to like whatever you need, I'll do it. So that's why they really like fuck with him. But now when you got
Hmm.
niggas like Edge that dipped and shit, they'll never let you be like 17 or anything like that. You already fucked up
Hmm.
by leaving. Randy never left. So
Right.
Randy could tie it. So I would let Randy either tie it or let Randy get 18 because
Hmm.
Randy deserves it. Because Randy's
Fact.
goaded. Let's not forget that nigga Randy held 2009 on his back. Like
Of
the way
course. Yeah.
Roman held it, like for 23 and 24 and shit like that. That nigga Randy held it in '09. From like
Hmm.
'06 to '09, he held it. You know what I'm saying? Like that boy was vicious, and nobody's a better heel than Randy. Because
Fact.
Randy's heel was like that shit was like natural. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like he's like you could see it in his face. Like he's always like you could see that he was one of those kids when he was growing up. He was always in trouble and shit. Like always getting into trouble. Like you could see it in his face. He was that guy. And right now, you look at him, you're like, you don't even know if this nigga's gonna hit you with an RKO or if this nigga's gonna shake your hand. Right?
Hmm.
So
I think Randy was already supposed to win it, but he got injured. The last time he got injured, when he was supposed to, when he had the tag titles, I think it was, they were setting up for him versus Roman, but he got injured,
yeah,
and then they did the
that was
bullshit
almost
where they,
career ending.
yeah, they did the bullshit where they brought him back and had him in that 4-way match with Roman, LA Knight, and AJ Styles. I think it was. That was at the
Yep,
Rumble
War
too.
Games.
Nah, that was at the Rumble.
Oh,
That
that
was the
wasn't the
Royal
Rumble.
Rumble
You're
match.
right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
They're saying they wasn't trying to do the Randy versus Roman match right away. They wanted to put some build behind that as well, but of course that went a different way. But yeah, I think that Randy is due for it.
They should have let Roman lose the belt to Cody at SummerSlam. Like Cody should have lost in the at Mania, and he should have just been on some like, damn, I can never beat Roman, and then he'd be like, like give me one more chance. I'll prove to everybody that I could do it for my dad, kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And then beat Roman like in SummerSlam because Roman by then would have already passed Hogan with the
Mhm.
longest
The
reigning.
days,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? but they wasn't doing that because Hogan was also another WWF guy. Like that's Vince's. That was his fucking. That was his money machine in the '80s.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga, he milked that nigga. He even milked him when he could after the NWO shit. He tried to do the NWO thing again, and it wasn't working. Like
Yeah.
it was working with the crowd, but what Vince had planned for them was like it was corny. You get what I'm saying? Like so, basically, Vince he went and he added Shawn Michaels to them. Like, why would you add Shawn Michaels to when Shawn Michaels is DX? You know, like
Mm-hmm.
so like that was corny. And the other thing that was corny was like when they had a pop as NWO, when they came in, they should have just had them niggas beat up big time names like Stone Cold, The Rock, or Triple H and shit like that, right? And
Mm-hmm.
what they did was they let these niggas fight niggas like fucking Booker T and like people that were not like at the main stardom level. And then you went and put The Rock versus Hogan at WrestleMania as a main event. Meanwhile, Stone Cold was the one who carried the Attitude Era before The
Right.
Rock. The Rock was the second guy. Like The Rock was the number 2 guy. So if Stone Cold got hurt or Stone Cold wasn't appearing that night, you had The Rock. And if you had both of them together, you had a 5-star show. You
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm saying? So like, I don't know why they. And The Rock was never like Rock said it from the beginning. Like he was using WWE as a stepping stone, bro. Like he wanted to be an actor. He wanted to do bigger things. The only thing is, like, you know, niggas wanted like we get mad, but these niggas get old, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't watch Stone Cold Steve Austin right now. I love that nigga. That's like my favorite
Mm-hmm.
guy of all time. But I can't watch that nigga come down the ring right now and do a crusty ass stunner to a young nigga like Austin Theory or Braun Breaker. Like that's not even believable. Like you can't. You're not gonna come into the ring at fucking 60 years old limping, nigga. You can't even walk to that ramp. So if you book in Stone Cold for WrestleMania, you know this nigga's coming in that 4-wheeler, that 4-track shit.
Oh
That
hell
nigga's
yeah.
not coming down the ring. He's not walking down that shit. My nigga Undertaker's not even walking down that shit. That's why Undertaker's not the dead man no more. Every time he makes his appearance, he comes in like from like when the shit turns dark from behind the fans, or he's coming
Mm-hmm.
through in a motorcycle. That's it. That nigga's not walking on that shit. My nigga, these niggas are old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised The Rock could actually still do it. Like
For the Rock.
that nigga's something else.
Yeah,
That
that
nigga
nigga
walking
he
on that
stay in the
shit.
gym. He stay
That
in the
nigga's
gym, stay
clean.
fit.
That nigga gets hurt. He uses stem cells. You can tell. That nigga for sure. The niggas is crazy, man. Like they fucked us over with the whole WrestleMania John Cena flip when they turned Cena heel. They could have
Yeah.
did better with that. They didn't continue that. I was like, so where's The Rock? Like we didn't see The Rock the whole time. This nigga's all fucking looking like he got AIDS and shit, dying and mad skinny, fucking doing movies. I'm like, nigga, why? The nigga in the movie, you're not even supposed to be skinny. You're supposed to be broad like the way you was. Fuck is skinny for? Like it shit had me wilding. I was like, yo, these niggas is crazy out here. That's why A-Dot was tight too. A-Dot was like, yo, fuck WWE. Like they corny. I'm like, I get it. Because they do repeat the same thing. See, like what they do, like they have the vision on Raw doing what they do every week. And then you got the fucking the MFTs doing the same shit on SmackDown every week. To end the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like, damn.
I think that shit makes no sense with them in the fucking YS6. I don't think the YS6 was a it seemed like it was a good idea on paper, but it's really not hitting.
It's not hitting. But
I forgot they even had the tag title still.
yeah, that's crazy. And they got the WWE tag titles. Like they got the brand titles. Because remember, Raw is more like international shit. Like Raw is like the world. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like Raw is like because Raw's being broadcast literally worldwide. SmackDown is like it's a national television show. You know what I mean? Unless you got it like Netflix in Canada or like some shit like that, you're not really watching SmackDown. You know what I mean? Well, you
Mhm.
really are, but you're watching it through an app. You're not watching it on TV. We get the access on TV, so we Gucci. But I don't know. It's just wild. These niggas gotta get it together because their stories are trash.
They need better writers.
You already know. I already predicted The Austin Theory shit. That nigga's working with Seth.
I wouldn't be surprised
That
at
nigga's
that.
that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna see. What's gonna happen is that nigga's gonna come out of nowhere and he's gonna betray these niggas. Probably when I was thinking he was gonna do it on that Raw shit when he was fighting when Braun Breaker was fighting CM Punk. I thought Seth was gonna come and he was gonna like lead the way with that, but they're gonna wait for like a Royal Rumble. I have a feeling they're gonna bring in Jericho. If the rumors are true that he didn't sign, that he signed with AEW, then we're done. We're not getting Jericho on WWE. But if he didn't, we're getting Jericho in WWE
Would you even want to
for his
still
final
see
run.
Jericho in the ring?
I would want to see him because he still got it, but I don't want to see him do no fucking lion salts. I don't want to see him jump on the top ropes. I don't want to see him get split open and put a fucking fork in your forehead or none of that shit. I don't want to see none of that. If you're gonna give me Jericho, give me an old man Jericho with some veteran moves because he got the moves. Like he could do arm bars and suplexes and little shit here and there, and you with a fucking walls of Jericho, and we good. I'm good with that. But don't go out here doing lion salts from fucking springboards because you're not like that no more. You know you're not like that. So why are you doing that? You feel me? Like when I saw when I see Cena trying to lift up like two niggas, like I was like, this nigga better not think that he can lift up Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed at the same time, like he did the Big Show and fucking Edge and these niggas. You feel me? Because you're not that no more, buddy. Like you gotta cut it out. That shit gets me tight when I see niggas do that shit. I'm like, you botching it. Don't do that. Like you botching the match. The match was going good. Why you fucked it up? You know? Shit gets me sick. I hate that shit when the women's like division too. That should be happening a lot. I'm like, yo, as long as Jay Cargill don't botch, don't make Jay Cargill look like a bum, I'm good. But they be making her look like a bum. I'm like, yo, y'all be booking her with corny bitches. Like, book her with Charlotte and them. But they don't want to do that because they want to give the new girls like a shine. They don't want to like bring Charlotte Flair back into the championship picture or Alexa Bliss. You know what I'm saying?
They just did that. Wasn't it on SmackDown? They had her come out and after Jordan Grace won the match, they had Charlotte. They had Jade come out and confront Jordan Grace.
Yeah, talking about that she's that
And
bitch. Now what's gonna
that
happen? Now
yeah,
what's
that
just
was
gonna happen? That
that
was
and
corny. Like
that was another thing that I dislike about them. Like, why y'all giving Jordan Grace this heavy push? Like, I really think that they done screwed Jada Parker over for the longest. She should have been got the
Jada Parker
push.
should have been up. Yeah, the crowd went crazy for her in the Royal Rumble last year. That was like a surprise. Everybody was like, they knew who she was. You feel me? So it's like, yo, if you're in a big scale like that, she was hype, you know. But what they were doing at that time, what they do is like, oh, look at all the black girls together. Yeah, sisters, get it together, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they were really going more for that than being like, yo, let's give Belair a world title or let's give Jay Cargill a world title. They're like, give them the tag team titles. Show unity. Show colors that black people matter here. We're not racist, you know. And then give the tag team titles to the fucking Asians. Let them have it for a little bit. And then they're gonna give it to Rhea Ripley and they're gonna give it to Rhea Ripley and Io Sky because they over. Get out of here. Io Sky, like yo, will they be announcing her? They be like commentating about it. They'd be like, Io Sky single-handedly the best woman wrestler out right now. I'm like, how? How is she the best woman wrestler out right now? All she does is fucking somersaults on the top rope. Like the shit is corny. Like I used to get tight when they used to be like, Lita's a beast. I'm like, how is Lita a beast? Because she
Yeah,
does a
Lita was
fucking
hard.
somersault from the top cage. She was garbage. You know who's beast? Fucking Trish Stratus. She was beast. She was putting in work. She was doing different moves in the ring. Even though her finisher was trash, like running off the top rope with the bulldog, that was corny.
Yeah.
But that shit's better than a somersault. That's all Lita did. Niggas used to come through. She used to come through with the Hardy Boys or with Edge and Christian. The niggas whack you with a chair, you laid out, and then she'll jump on the top ropes and just do a somersault. Oh, it's over. I'm like, oh my god, this shit is terrible. But we loved it. I'm like, you couldn't even see a titty pop out. Like that's it. Nigga had Edge bang on TV on Raw. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That shit was
Niggas,
trash.
that
I was
them
like, best.
storylines was wild back then.
Yeah, they were wilding. They were wilding, but the shit was trash because the best segment I saw on Raw that I was like, yo, these niggas ain't playing. I saw a couple actually, but the one like the top two to me that was like, wow, these niggas are disrespectful was when Terry Runnels was blowing Val Venus and she was married to Goldust. That nigga took off his Goldust gimmick and he was just Dustin Reynolds. I was like, y'all niggas did him like that? Like that shit is wild. Yo, she came up from like the bottom like that, and he was like, and he was like, and then she just pops up. She's like, hey, honey. And she waves at him. I'm like, this bitch is doing what? And I'm like 14 years old watching this shit. I'm like 13, 14. I'm like, no. That shit was wild. The second wild shit I saw was when this nigga Big Boss Man, that nigga Boss Man was petty. That nigga took this nigga Big Show he went to his funeral. Supposedly it was his dad's funeral and shit. And this
Mm-hmm.
nigga took the casket and he dragged the casket and dragged that shit in the back of his car on a chain. I was like, nah. These niggas ain't doing that. And there was like an audience there and shit. There was people there. I was like, damn. Even
See,
if it
that
was
was like,
fake, it's like still like you went that far, like to do actually something like that. Like I know it's fake, but that means like you give people ideas to do shit like this. Like
yeah,
people
true.
actually do it in real life.
That's true. So you see, they still trying to continue. They still doing certain shit like having. They know they can't cross lines too crazy, so like doing some shit like having Drew McIntyre come out and burn the picture of Dusty Rhodes and Cody
Right.
Rhodes. You know, not gonna really.
Because
It's
you could make a new
far.
picture.
Yeah.
They just reprinted that picture just for him to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not the actual picture. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
you know what be crossing the line though. Like if the nigga had his daughter and she's like 3 years old, and the nigga grabs her by the hair, talking about coming out of the ring now, Cody, come down here. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some wild shit. I'll be like, yo, that's
Mm-hmm.
fire. That's crossing the line though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Only Vince will do some shit like that. Like, yeah, have my daughter strip my daughter half naked in the middle of the ring and call her a slut and all this and that, and I'll be down there and I'll try to make believe. I'm like, please don't do that, just so I can screw Stone Cold out the belt. Niggas crazy.
That's the difference, though. That's the difference in the mindset of then and now, and and the writers that you had then versus now. Vince was off for everything. Vince did a lot
That
of
nigga
dumb
Vince was
shit.
wild. Yeah, he was wilding. The whole John Cena gimmick was crazy. Can't believe
I
he pulled that off.
Yeah, people still don't understand why certain people felt some kind of way about that shit. Like
He
to
did
me, it
that.
was just trash.
I only felt some. It was super trash. I only felt some type of way about it because I'm like, yo, this nigga's dead ass trying to like make fun of G Unit because he came out with the spinning chain. Then he came out like a white boy trying to make fun of like urban rappers, like with the hat to the side and dressed with like jerseys and a chain. But the chain wasn't even a gold chain; it was a fucking regular chain, like a bike chain with a lock. I was like, nigga, who is this nigga?
Yeah.
Then he's rapping, talking about like he's diss rapping you, like he's rapping you like and like he's like a battle rapper. I'm like, what are
Mm-hmm.
you doing?
Yeah.
I felt disrespected. I felt like, nah, man, Vince, you're going too far. And then when he put on the do rag, when he said like "fuck ECW,"
Uh-huh.
I
Tell
was
people
like,
all the
yo,
time
this nigga.
that tell people all the time. You think of you think of the biggest villain that you can ever think of. I'm talking about period, comic books and all of that shit. The biggest and best villain that ever was created was Vince McMahon, just because of
Yep.
all the shit that he did.
That nigga Vince is a wild boy, bro. I saw his documentary on Netflix. When I saw that
Mm-hmm.
shit, and I saw the part where he pitched to the writers that he wants to do a storyline with his daughter being
Yeah, where
pregnant,
he's
and she
supposed
doesn't
to
know
get her
what her
pregnant,
father is.
and it was like, no, and he was like, well, we can have Shane do it. Like what?
They were like, it's even worse. It's like this just scratched the whole storyline in general. How's that? He's like, all right, fine.
Yeah,
He
Vince
said,
was
you know
on
what
some
really would?
shit.
He was wilding. He was like, you know what really would sell? If you blow me up in a limo, because you don't like my ideas, I'm gonna die up. I'm gonna kill myself off. Go ahead and blow up my limo when I'm inside of it. Nigga probably whack Chris Benoit and had that shit covered up.
That nigga Vince is something else. I'm not saying that you need that kind of mindset in the game now, but you still need some of those edgy ideas to keep shit entertaining. Because the shit they do
Hell
nowadays
yeah.
is fucking horrible.
Hell
It's
yeah.
always it's just a wash rinse and repeat type cycle.
Hell yeah. Like, you know what would be crazy? Like if that shit that Drew McIntyre did to CM Punk when he took the bracelet that his girl made him,
Mm-hmm.
if that shit would have been his daughter who made him that bracelet, I don't think they got kids, but if it would have been his daughter who did it and made it for him, and then that nigga would have took that shit off of him like that and put that shit in his balls the way he did, that's like, all right, now you guys are entertaining us again. You know what I'm saying? But it was a bullshit bracelet that his girl made him.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of arts and crafts type shit you can go and get from the store and put together.
Exactly. But you could have made it better if you would have been like, yo, my kid made me that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm. They could have did something completely different and better without a fucking bracelet. You know what I mean? Just stupid shit. To the oh shit, he got the bracelet. Like what?
yep. Like, he could have broke into his house, took his lady's panties, put it in the middle of the ring, like, you know these, punk? Remember these? Niggas will be petty. I'll be on some petty shit like that. Niggas ain't petty like they used to be. That nigga Rick Rude used to be so disrespectful that nigga will put your girl on his pants.
Right.
Right on his nuts. Like, what? That's Miss Elizabeth? So what? Fight me.
Fight me. Oh yeah.
Good times, man. Back in the days, it was more wild than entertaining. But
Yeah, this shit nowadays is dumb. Like, I seen a stat today that says since Cody has been back in the WWE, he's been back what 3 years now, 3-4 years, something like that. Cody has legitimately lost one match without interference.
that's crazy. And he be
Mm-hmm.
packing up niggas like Kevin Owens, like something brutal. Because that nigga Kevin Owens put that nigga over so bad. Like he put that nigga through a ladder, a table, head first. Like that nigga had to go get neck surgery for that shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They say he might not even be back in 26.
He might not even be back at all. Like,
Yeah.
you don't even know how serious that injury is. They just don't want to tell you. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
they just gotta keep you on the payroll because the insurance covers that. So they're like, "Yo, you got fucked up on the job, so we have to pay you for life." And you're loyal guys, so that means that you're gonna stick around with us anyway. So he could be in the back talking about helping out with storylines, or he could do what like Kurt Angle started doing at the end. Because Kurt Angle at the end, he was just like coming to the ring, just talking. You know what I mean? So like, don't take no bumps, just talk. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's what niggas can do too.
Yeah. The only loss Cody had took since he's been back was the loss to Brock Lesnar. And he didn't even get pinned. He didn't get pinned and he didn't even tap out. He just had to pass out. So
Yeah.
Brock
I hate
Lesnar.
when they do that shit. They try to do that with they did that with CM Punk too. with the John Cena shit. That's how
Mm-hmm.
Cena won and got to Mania shit. They could have did better with that. Like, they ain't nothing wrong with tapping out to a nigga like John Cena or a nigga a big name. Like, if we tap out to a
Mm-hmm.
big name, then it's rightfully so. But like, when you pass out, it just makes it look like, all right, like, you don't really want to put this nigga over. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you're still worried about yourself. Like, that shit gets me tight. Like, we're not in it for that. Like, I don't want to see CM Punk as a world champion. Honestly, I think it was already time for him to lose that belt. He should have lost it to Braun Breaker. But what they're gonna do is they're gonna push it to WrestleMania. They're
Yeah,
gonna
they
make
got
sure
to.
he's champion at WrestleMania, and yeah, so he can main event it
Because it
legitimately.
was supposed to
Like,
happen
now,
already. He was supposed to main event versus Seth, and I still think that they still want to get to that, like a big payoff match for him and Seth Rollins staying at a WrestleMania.
I have a feeling either Seth Rollins returns and he's still with the Vision, like with Braun Breaker and them, because sometimes you gotta like fool him because he was probably had to step away, so he had to vacate the title and shit. So he was like,
Mm-hmm.
I had a real surgery, this is real, and it was all an act, like he did with the first time with the knee shit. He could do that, and that would work. Like, and that's the only way to work a storyline with CM Punk at Mania. But
Mm-hmm.
then it'll be pointless to have Braun Breaker being pushed right now, because they pushing the shit out of Braun Breaker right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So Braun Breaker is supposed to main event one night at WrestleMania, and I have a feeling that Jacob Fatu is gonna main event the other night, because that niggas is too over, and they too beast. Like, these niggas are like legitimately mad young. Well, they're not young, but like they're like in their 30s and shit. And
Mm-hmm.
these niggas could do a lot of impressive shit. You know what I'm saying? For their age and for what they are. And you're like, damn, Jacob Fatu is like, nigga. Jacob Fatu came out of nowhere. He was wrestling in the Indies, and niggas knew about him in the Indies. And that nigga came to WWE and surpassed Solo Sikoa. And Solo's been there
Mm-hmm.
as the enforcer for years under Roman. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that nigga Solo. We used to think that Solo was better than what he is now.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this nigga's no joke. This nigga don't even speak. But now they got this nigga doing jokes and shit, acting like one of us when we're like 15. Niggas laughing at niggas, joking on them. I'm like, that's funny because it works. But like, we didn't think Solo was like that. That's not Solo.
Mm-hmm.
The Solo we thought was like, yo, this nigga's a problem. Like, don't fuck around with this nigga. This nigga will beat you up, hit you with a Samoan spike, and you're done. But nah. That nigga Jacob Fatu came out of nowhere. Niggas was like, oh shit, Jacob Fatu, let's go. Wait till Zilla comes. Niggas gonna be crazy when that nigga Zilla comes. But they're gonna do Zilla different though. They're gonna probably use him in like at the NXT level to be like the big guy over there.
Mm-hmm.
Then later on, they'll bring him in before Roman's done. Like, when Roman gives it like that farewell shit, they're gonna probably do like an ultimate bloodline where they have all of them niggas. Like, you're gonna see all of them niggas, and Roman's not even gonna be a champ or nothing. He doesn't need to. He's gonna be like the tribal chief, and like they're all under him. So you have the world champ from Raw, you have the world champ from fucking SmackDown, and Roman. They're on the Roman type shit. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? Like, he'll be like their wise man, because he ain't got it no more. Like, at the end of the day, every time we see Roman, you get to see the same bullshit every time you see Roman. He comes to the ring, he'll hit you with a Superman punch, a spear. Then who's next? Your man's coming. Let me hit you with a Superman punch and a spear. And then since you're big, you're like Bronson Reed, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spear you through this fucking barricade right quick. I'm gonna have the fans be like, holy shit. But that shit is fucking corny because you already loosened the straps in the back of the barricade, so these niggas ain't slick, bro. I can write the shit. I'm telling you, bro. It's just crazy. Niggas is wilding out there.
Yeah. Bombshell disappeared.
That nigga Bomb should have been out. Weapon Ghost. Yeah, man. But it's that recap shit. You got anything you guys want to share before we end it?
Nah, like I said, I was sitting here putting together this card for tomorrow, try to do a couple of matches when I get off work, just so I can get this tournament rocking. I got to get out the first round of this shit. I got 4 tournaments going on at the same time, so I get to the second round, then I could get back to regular shit. But other than that, nah,
Hell
shit.
yeah.
So,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're back to
look
the
forward,
regular schedule programming of the week.
look
You already
forward to
know.
that. And I know I'm pretty sure we could probably get some GEW this week. You know what I mean? It's
Takedown
always a
Tuesday.
plus. Yes, sir. Sir, and everybody else gonna have
Yeah.
their shows going. I know Hitman to have something lined up this week because he said he got to get through the rest of his tournament too. He got 2 tournaments going on. Pretty sure we
Hell
get
yeah.
some Demon Fun House, some Fight Club, regular shit.
Fight Club every Friday. Now we're on YouTube now too. So
You got to. I think
that's a
you
good thing
need.
they were on YouTube.
I think 26 come around. You need to start doing more things as far as Fight Club goes. Fight Club goes.
Yeah.
Like I said, go ahead and get situated with to start doing PLEs and shit like that. Because you could have did like a Fight Club in London type shit. You know what I mean? Using an arena with some London logos and all of that shit.
Hell
With
yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
And
that for
other places.
26. I'm thinking of going places like, but I'm gonna do like something different considering that we like Hispanic and shit. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do shows like we're in Puerto Rico tonight, we're in Dominican Republic, we're in Cuba,
Yeah, there
or
you
we're in
go.
Mexico. You feel? I'm gonna take
Exactly.
over the whole Latin shit because we don't have that. And then
Right.
what I'll do is I'll make like the world class title main event that night, wherever
Hmm.
we're at, because it's the world class. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So be like lucha libre shit.
Yeah, that'll hit. That'll
Oh
hit.
yeah, and I'm still gonna do that. I'm waiting for 26 though, but I'm still gonna do that whole uh cruiserweight shit. I'm gonna add the woman to it. You feel me? And the other thing I'm doing for the Fight Club too, there's a new idea because I don't do like videos and shit like that. I'm gonna try to get y'all custom music, but it's gonna be
Hmm.
like soon off, and I don't have to get copyright.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah. I
then
think everybody trying to move towards that kind of
yeah,
wave of jumping on Suno and shit like that.
we
Hitman
should
and
we
put
should have
together
been
a
did
bunch
that.
of yeah.
Yeah, we should have been did that. Hitman was already on it when he was talking about it before. He was talking about that shit like 2
Hmm.
years ago. Talking about,
Yeah.
yo, that niggas gotta get on this shit. And I was like, true. I wasn't really fucking with it at the time because I was like, nah, it's just trash. But Haley Ramone
Yeah, a
knows how
lot of
to
people.
fuck
Yeah,
with it.
same
He knows how
thing.
to
A
fuck
lot
with
of
it.
people was. Yeah, Haley
You
be
feel me?
killing that
Yeah.
shit too.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna something different that stands out from my show from everybody else's is I'm gonna have a special guest celebrity to like talk during one match or 2 matches, maybe like the main event or like whatever.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that
have
shit is
like a
fire.
female celebrity. Yup.
Hmm.
Female
Yeah, that
celebrity
should
for
be
a women's
definitely
match and
fire.
then a male. We're gonna get lit.
With it.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. 2026. You already know, coming soon. Can't wait to see one of those little teasers and trailers, see what they got. We already know we're getting an island kind of thing, but I
I
could
ain't
care less
interested
if
in
they
that
had it or
shit.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not interested either. So please try not to get anything from the island if you're trying to be on Fight Club. The most I can do is showcase because I always do the showcase. You have to because we gotta get arena shit too. But besides that showcase, I ain't doing no My Rise and I ain't doing the island. So stop trying to be exclusive like that. It ain't that serious in Fight Club.
I definitely say I say do the My Rise and the showcase. Those just come natural,
I might
especially
do
if
the
you're
My
a
Rise.
showrunner. If you're a showrunner, just knock them
Yeah,
shits out the way because you could get them shits out the way easy. Just throw the shit on easy and run through that shit. But the fucking
yeah.
blood out.
The
The island
showcase
shit
is
is
yeah.
that
The
shit
Blood Island.
is the ridiculous. The island shit is the ridiculous shit. No, people go
Yeah,
crazy
nah,
with
I
that
can't.
shit too.
I can't do the island shit. I can't even do the My Rise because the My Rise shit, like when they had 2 stories, I was like, come on, I can't just have one story and just get signed to WWE after NXT and all this shit. Niggas was like, nah. you got to do the girl version too. It's like, it's
Shit,
trash.
the
I
way
ain't
they
doing
did it, the way they did that shit this year, you had to beat that shit like 5 or 6 times to get everything.
exactly to get everything. I was like, I'm not doing it. There's still shit I didn't get because of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I got it. But I got the season pass, so anything that's updated, fine. And that's another thing too. A lot of niggas don't know. When there's a DLC, you have to update. Even if you keep the same moves, you still have to like touch something up and update your core again because he's outdated for the DLCs. Like the moves don't hit the same. I don't know if niggas know
Mm-hmm.
that.
I was telling somebody you're never going to be satisfied with your core, never, because it's always something that you can update. Even if you think you done did a good enough job to make them perfect, you're always going to see something that you're like, I can change that. I don't need that move. Let me switch that move. It's always something to change on your core. Never perfect. So
Yep, facts. Well, let me see. What is it released? Let me ask this stupid bitch in ChatGPT. Doesn't have an exact calendar date yet, but it's looking like March 18th of 2026 so far.
mm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll be dropping the trailer soon. I think I seen something that said it'll be around like January 27th or something like that.
That's crazy. We have to
Mm-hmm.
wait all these days just for something that it's just gonna be like 30 seconds and they're gonna be like, oh, okay. And it's gonna be like probably from a video from 25. I think
Mm-hmm.
niggas like I saw something today before we go up there, my bad. I saw something today too from Fly Guy that I was like, yo, this is dope. Like the nigga he started off away in the entrance with the title, and then he ended up doing something else like midway through the ramp.
Well, you know
Like he
that's
switched the
because
title.
that's that the underground shit. The underground shit have changed once you get down the ramp, they change your entrance.
All
And
right, okay,
you don't have a say so in how that goes. It does it automatically.
gotcha. Because I was like, yo, that's fire. How you did that? Like, I didn't know
Mhm.
you could customize title entrances. That's what I thought he was doing.
Yeah,
I was
nah,
like, oh, this nigga
it's
customize the titles.
yeah, that's all the underground shit. Underground has its own certain things, so
Yeah,
he
that's
didn't
fire.
customize it when you come down with the title in the underground to change some shit. Like I know in Hitman shit, when he run a no man's land match, the dude who had the title, Marcus Banks, he would come out and he didn't have the title at all on him. He just come out, doing his little dance moves or whatever, and then once he get to the ramp, the title be on him.
That's
It's-
crazy.
yeah, that's just the underground shit.
That's fire. Well, that's what I wanted to say. But anyways, appreciate Damian the Beast Briggs for pulling up for the This and That podcast, the GW Total Lockdown PLE
Yes,
recap.
sir.
We was here kicking it earlier with Demon X. We was kicking it with RJ Bombshell. And now Damian Briggs, as you can see. Appreciate everybody pulled up into the chat, showing love, subscribing, showing the follows out there, showing them emotes. I see you, Johnny Bombshell, Rider Fly Guy. But anyway, we out this bitch, y'all.
Oh, peace
I'm
out.
gonna let y'all hear. Peace. I'm gonna let y'all hear the theme, this and that theme, produced by Hitman. Stay Strapped Entertainment. You heard? Let's get out of here. We out.
Yeah. 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 Listen that, run it up, that shot. Dimes in the back, when the back, keep it real like that. Listen that, run it up, that shot. Dimes in the back with the back, keep it real like that. Yup, mic on. Ashtray by the laptop. Big talk, tiny room, but the facts pop. He don't fall when the stats drop. If the truth heavy, then it land with the glass knock sharp mind. Tip drawn like an arrow, cut it through the spin, never narrow. Every story that he like got marrow. His deep, but he say it all casual. Yeah. Isn't that? Smoking with dimes, we talk facts, keep it 100. That's that. Never backing down, stand fast. On point like an arrow, that's dimes. Every ball heavy, sharp lines. This and that, where the real shines. This and that, where the real shines. Late night, conversation in the smoke ring. Hard truth, make a broke man grow wings. That's why, to the whole thing cave in. If it sound fake, watch him go and erase it. Cold clear, what he say, he stand on, same tone. All fair, the can go on every question that he ain't got a backbone. Whole squad nodding like a chain, that's the anthem. Whoa. This and that. Whoa. This and that. Name on the sign, dimes on the line. You can feel every word, every syllable. Grind from the first small spark to the last out breath. He gon' ride with the real every night, every set. Yeah. This and that, where the real shine. This and that.